奇跡のような出会いが僕らを導いたから、それぞれの定めを背にいざ行こう明日へ。偽りだらけの世界、君と僕巡り会えたのは真実、一つずつ知るたびに願い出す確かな想い気づいたから、覚悟決めていたはずだったのにね、貫き通す叶わぬ恋でも僕らは戦い続けてゆく、最後の最後まで固く強くつないだ手が離れないように、世界の行方より唯一無二の恋心譲れないよ、それこそが乙女の生きる道。崩れ落ちてく景色、残された現実から逃げ出したい、それでも思い続けて飾らない本当の君を抱きしめた、今ならわかるよ、何が大切か、溢れる涙決裂の鐘を、美しくて残酷な世界、叶わぬ感情、これが夢だったならどれほど良かったのだろう、定めを嘆くより明かり灯し、私だけのヒロインに全て捧げるよ。夜空を彩る鮮やかな花火、本物の愛、知れた奇跡、新たな未来を掴み取るため揺るがぬ決意、誓い立てていざ行こう、僕らは抗い続けてゆく、いつまでも固く強く結んだ絆は永遠にこの胸に、世界の行方より唯一無二の恋心譲れないよ、それこそが乙女の生きる道。
All right, welcome back, and let's get started with today's read-through of Maiden's World. Oh, wait, where's the window? I forgot to open it up. There you go. Several days later, one afternoon.
今日も大変だったね。
I've just returned to my dorm room after finishing the afternoon practical training.
砂まみれ。一応払ってきたけど、 早く着替えた方がいいよね。
だね。部屋汚したくないし。
Today's training was crawling practice.
ミク先輩はもういないか。着替え終わって先に行っちゃったかな。
ごめんね、遅くなって。今日も居残りに付き合わせちゃった。
そんなの気にしないで。いつものことだし。
実は怒ってない？
え、ごめん。そんなつもりは。
Crawling forward is a skill you absolutely have to be able to do on the battlefield. Whether or not you can move quickly while prone directly affects your chances of survival. Wait, there's a specific term for that. I forgot. Anyway. It was such an important training session, so I figured it was only right for me to stick with Akari, but...
本当に嫌じゃなかった？
全然。むしろなんでもない。
Why the blush?
むしろ何？
気にしないで。
I was basically following Akari around during training. So, that means all day today, I was just staring at Akari's butt. I can't say it was fun, just because of that reason.
しかもなんかお尻の振り方が妙にエロかった。
Kind of base. I don't really know why this kid is so clueless and keeps messing with me, even if she's doing it on purpose. Alright, time to banish this worldly desires. To do that, I guess I'll read some guy stuff in the tea club.
じゃあ私は着替えて茶道部行ってくるね。
うん。今日も行くんだ。
そりゃ夕食までクラブ活動の時間だし。
I think she meant to say you. I mean, we can't do much about object person here.
でも自由参加なんだよね。
まあ自習を優先してもいいとは言われてるけど。
I was being stared at with a gaze that seemed strangely complex.
まだ私たちがいけないことしてるって思ってる？有害図書なんて一部の人たちが勝手に言ってるだけだよ。
それもあるけど、最近あんまりゆいちゃんが構ってくれない気がして。
Oh no no no.
そんなことはないでしょ。
でも漫画にゆいちゃんを取られちゃったみたいで。
So this is jealousy. I've read about it. I read about it in the manga, but it's the flip side of affection, right? She really is cute. Well, if I was so absorbed in my hobby that I made my friends feel lonely, I wouldn't be able to enjoy myself.
明日筋肉痛になりそうだからマッサージとかしてくれない？
え？マッサージ？
Massage. It was the first time Akari had asked me to do something like that, so I was confused about her intentions.
お尻気になるなら揉んでもいいよ。マッサージだからエッチなことじゃないよ。
Massage the butt? I don't know, man. even with the same sex, you know. Nah, man. Nah, man. You just know what she's planning. A slut! Or rather, they knew I was watching.
別に気になってなんかないし。早く行きたいからもう着替えるね。
What the fuck is this translation, baby? Akari's still a bad girl, trying to confuse me, huh? With that thought, I slipped into bed. Oh yeah, because his bed has a thing that allows him to change clothes without anyone seeing. I changed into my uniform and made it to the tea club room.
入ります。
I knocked, and someone answered right away. I opened the door.
失礼します。クラブ活動に参りました。
You know, Rin Senpai ain't so bad, you know. I think I got some better understanding about her.
よく来たというか毎日熱心だな。
今のところ活動内容に来たくない理由がありませんから。
ここ数日は好きに漫画読ませてやってるからな。
ずっとそれだけでいいですよ。
だらける気満々だな貴様。実習は大丈夫なのか？
授業には問題なくついていけてます。
そりゃ優秀で何より。妹の方は小テストのヤバい点数を隠してやがったぞ。椅子に縛り付けてきた。
Oh, okay. I think the reason why he is used here because maybe it's just the model. I don't know if it has an idea it's Yui that's talking, therefore it translated as he, despite that someone else is talking about Yui. Therefore, it should have been she. It's one of those translation problems.
あれで入試の成績とかは悪くないんですよ。
So, well, it's not really a big deal.
で、今日の目当ては？最初に探してたのはもう読み終わったんだろ？
はい、今日からは北斗の拳を読ませていただこうかと。実家の蔵には最初の数巻しか置いてなかったんですよね。
Seiken no Hokko. I wonder what's the original reference. I don't know, man. I probably know it with the English name. I don't know, man.
本当に男臭いのが好きだなお前。性癖やばくないか？
そこまで言われるほどです？
He's making all sorts of excuses, but isn't he indulging a little too much in this Sky stuff? I wonder if this translation is correct.
いやまあ趣味を否定する気はないから好きにすりゃいいんだがオタク女子のたしなみとしてたまにはベルユリとかも読んでおけ。
Okay, it makes sense. The previous translation makes sense if he was thinking of like he's thinking that she's thinking that isn't he spending too much reading guy stuff or some shit? Anyway, I don't know, man.
はあ。
Oh no. Gotta read them Yuri, huh? Velsville, Vili, the Shoujo, Rose of Versailles, is a grand historic tale often hailed as the pinnacle of shoujo manga. I haven't read it yet, but Rin Senpai swears by it. Maybe I shouldn't be so quick to dismiss it. Actually, I haven't watched it. At one point, you know, you gotta read the shoujo manga, man. At one point, you gotta do that. At one point. Oh, reminds me of a VN I'm curious about reading. At one point. Anyway.
今度読んでみますね。ところで。
I know it's a bit late, but I turn my gaze towards the back of the room.
7号、リソースを借ります。こちらのスクリプトを実行。
Ooh, Hacker Man.
了解しました。
ミク先輩は何をしているんですか？
すみません。今少しだけ手が離せないので。
あ、大丈夫です。リン先輩に聞きますので。
そこに紅茶もありますので、ゆっくりしていってください。バックドア開放。成功。
すまんな。ちょっと作業してもらっているところなんだ。
その割には物騒な単語が聞こえた気がするんですが。というか、ホログラムデバイスなんて初めて見ました。
まあ民間ではまずお目にかからんだろうな。
The hologram device is a semi-transparent image floating in front of Miku-senpai. It's just a projection, but it responds like a touchscreen when you gesture as if touching the image.
漫画で知識だけはありますけど、 辺境だとスマホすら怪しかったですし、こっちだとスマホほぼ通じるんですよね。
Bro, it's 100 years later, still using smartphone.
どうせ寮生活だと使用制限がきついからな。わざわざ持つ必要はないぞ。
そういえば明かりも持ってるはずですけど、ほとんど使ってませんね。
保安隊でも軍務中は所持すら完全に禁止だ。昔の戦争で情報漏洩やらかすやつが絶えなかったらしいぞ。
Especially the dudes who play War Thunder. No, never mind the phone stuff. Actually, I did hear something like that. Remember there was like this vibe-coded app. There was this recent vibe-coded app that was hacked, and some of the users were in the military, so they were able to trace the location of certain military bases that wasn't really well known, you know. Anyway. Did I read this? No, never mind the phone stuff.
茶道部であんなのまで使ってやる作業って何です？
Yeah, this doesn't look like they're recruiting members for an accounting club or an auction club, or even making posters.
ちょっとした情報収集だ。漫画読むだけの活動じゃないって言っただろ。
So this is basically the club for them to do whatever the fuck they want.
茶道とも一切関係なさそうなんですが。
7号、こちらのファイルをダウンロード。SD カードに保存してください。
2100 something SD cards.
了解しました。
Apparently, the automaton waiting by assisting as a support terminal is assisting as a support terminal. The hologram device must be the height of Cloudwork, so it probably doesn't have a physical drive. Cloudwork? You do know that cloud means that there's an underlying hardware somewhere in the remote area, somewhere remotely from the user. You know what? Never mind.
できました、リン。
ああ、ご苦労だった。いつもすまんな。
And Rin Senpai carefully placed the memory card she received from the automata into its case and put it in her pocket.
それは？
そうだな。いい機会だからそろそろ教えておくか。
というと？
我々表現の自由戦士の活動についてだ。
Oh, I guess she really is into that. The actual freedom fighters for expression. Her gaze is sharper than before, making my spine stiffen. The name Freelance Warrior sounds like a joke.
今日は課外活動だ。片桐学生は私服に着替えて1700時に寮のロビーに集合。外出許可は取っておく。ミクは引き続き情報収集に当たれ。
Interesting. Huh, very interesting.
了解。
了解です。
Though I didn't quite understand what was going on, that the order has been given. The rookie first years could only obey. Interesting. They're doing their own thing right now. About an hour later, leaving the shop that Rin Senpai had brought me to, I was stunned by the unexpected turn of events.
おいこら、何ボケっと口開けて間抜け面を晒してる。
すみません。
これで用事は済んだ。新しい漫画も変えたんだからもっと喜んだらどうだ。
はい。でもこのお店って。
I turned to look back at the old bookshop that had just opened. It was just the other day that I came to the shop with Akari.
この間はなかったはずの本棚があって、漫画とラノベがいっぱい並んでました。
Oh, it's because probably, you know, if they know the dude who's buying, they'll show the special wares.
なんだ、漫画を探しに行ったというのはこの店のことだったのか。
どういうことなんですか？この前は漫画なんてほとんど置いてなかったのに。
この店は我々の協力者なんだ。いや、我々の方が協力者になるのか？まあ、お互いに協力し合って利益を得ているウィンウィンの関係ってわけだ。
The benefit of this place is probably that it collects harmful books. It had a selection worthy of calling a treasure trove, with shelves stocked with books had never seen before.
ここは品揃えが豊富なんだが、それも上官委員に見つかると全て燃やされちまうからな。だから奴らの活動予定を我々から流している。お前が驚いていたあの本棚はパトロールがなくて安全な時にだけ店に出てくるというわけだ。
Leaking their activity schedules? I wonder if this is correct. The translation of the book.
なるほど。
Oh, okay.
それで協力。
So they're getting the patrol schedules and sending it to the bookshop. Okay.
ああ、その情報っていうのがさっき店員さんに渡していたメモリーですか？
そういうことだ。
That memory card Miku-senpai prepared. Rin-senpai was secretly handing it over to someone who looked like the shop owner. Okay, that could explain why Miku was there around the area around that time.
このやり方はほんの一例に過ぎんが、我々は上官委員の下道どもから過去の文化を守らねばならん。これが表現の自由戦士としての活動ってわけだ。
自由戦士。
でもミク先輩はどうやってそんな情報を？
He's a hacker man. I have a pretty good idea already though.
ハッキングだな。あいつそういうの得意なんだ。情報処理の成績は学内でもダントツの1位だぞ。
Oh, okay. She's a hacker man. I wonder why.
思いっきり犯罪行為では？
細かいことは気にするな。情報戦の訓練みたいなものだ。
I totally got my eyes averted. If they found out, it'll probably be bad.
まあ心配はいらん。教官たちからも見て見ぬふりされてるからな。
The instructors are in on it. I wonder what's going on.
それって責任を取る気はないってことじゃ。
バレなきゃいいんだよ。さて、無事に新しいお宝も手に入れたし。
With that, Rin-senpai lets out a relaxed as she stretched out.
よし、せっかく街に出てきたんだから何かおごってやろう。
いいんですか？
まあ先輩だからな。お前の妹とか姫野には内緒だぞ。
はい。
じゃあ市場の方に行ってみるか。アイスでも食おう。
ごちそうになります。
And so they headed toward the market lined with stalls. As promised, Rin-senpai treated me to ice cream from the food stall. I was about to thank senpai again after enjoying their recommended yogurt-flavored Turkish ice cream. Wait, that's a lot of things in one.
どうした？急に目つきが変わったが。
あの古本屋さん、漫画が並んでたってことは、今日は上階委員のパトロールはないはずなんですよね。
ああ、連中の勤務予定ではそうなっていたが。
No, no, no.
います。まだ遠いですが、先輩の後ろの方、約200メートル。
こんな場所でその距離はよく気づいたな。
I'm basically a coward, so I think I'm sensitive to danger, even when I let my guard down. It's kind of a habit from back in the day to be vaguely aware of what's going on around me. I mean, I guess that's how he survived that hellhole of a front line, man. Like, the kid, our bro was able to escape that shithole, man. So, I guess, I'm willing to accept that. He has, like, some sort of a lot of awareness about things.
あそこか。
はい、オレンジ色のテントの下です。
Rin Senpai suddenly turns around, just with her eyes, devoid looking suspicious. She just keeps eating the ice cream.
よく見えん。何している？
売り物の検査みたいですね。骨董品の店みたいです。
ああ、雑貨メインの店でもついでで書籍類も扱っていたりするからな。
なるほど。でも情報が間違っていたんでしょうか。
あるいは事前の予定通りに動いていないのかもしれん。
Could also be acting independently, you know.
嫌なことでもあったのかもしれませんね。ずいぶん虫の居所が悪そうです。
From what I could see from the distance, their attitude was pretty rough. They were throwing around the products that seemed to have finished inspection.
何かの腹いせに威張り散らしてるだけか。それなら路地裏の方にまでは行かないだろうが。
I wait with bated breath for Rin Senpai's decision as she ponders for a moment.
念のため、さっきの書店にも知らせてくる。お前はこいつを持って戻れ。見つかると面倒だから速やかにこの場を離れるように。
Saying that, she shoved a paper bag containing the manga that we bought.
了解しました。お気をつけて。
貴様こそまた後でな。部室で会おう。
Nodding, Senpai threw away the finished ice cream cup in the trash. That was the signal of the start. It's not a difficult mission. Just leave the area unnoticed and head straight back to the academy. Actually, I made it back to the academy without anyone really noticing. I really shouldn't be wandering around in my regular clothes on a weekday, but first I should probably report to Miku Senpai, so I head back to the tea club room. Wait a second, isn't it? I remember there was some like regulation that he shouldn't be caught wearing his casual clothes in this part of the area of the, or maybe I'm misremembering. But I remember specifically during certain hours of the day or some shit like that.
どうぞ。
入ります。
I heard Miku Senpai's script reply this time, and after briefly considering how to report, I opened the door.
失礼します。ただいま戻りました。って、え？
What is she doing?
ご苦労様です。お帰りなさい。
What is she doing? ちょっと待ってください。
はい。ただいま。じゃなくて、
The unexpected sight inside the room almost made me forget about myself.
どうかしましたか？硬直しているようですが。
すみません。
Mika Senpai was making tea for the automaton. No, why? Are you making me join tea ceremony practice or something?
楽にしていいですよ。座ってください。
はい。失礼します。それで何を？
何とは。
Just having tea with the automaton, bro.
いえ、これは何をしているところなのかと。
7号には手伝いを頼みましたので、返す前におもてなしを。茶道部として礼を失するわけにはいきません。
なるほど。確かに茶道ってそういうものですよね。多分。
Can the automaton even drink tea? It's a relic of the last century. I don't know more than what's in manga. so all I could do was pretend to be knowledgeable.
遠慮はしたのですが、
困ってるじゃないですか。それにオートマタってお茶を飲むんですか？
Okay, they translate the next line about like, aren't you an automaton? Or could you even drink tea? Wait, I'll be right back. I need to make some adjustments. Okay, let's continue.
飲まないのでオイルです。
立派なお茶碗で何出してるの？
I completely forgot about politeness and just snapped.
器はプラスチック製のイミテーションです。本物の陶器はなかなか手に入りませんので。
ああ、そうなんですね。
Good. Handmade genuine ceramic tea bowls like that are a real treat for common folk. I'll probably get yelled at if they got all greasy.
自動注油器に補充しています。
そうなんですね。
質の良いオイルです。感謝します。
It must be the line that's written in the program. She seemed to be enjoying it somehow.
よかったですね。
はい、ありがとうございます。
The LED blinked happily, and it smiled back, drawn in.
そういう反応なんですね。
何がですか？
オートマタにこのような扱いをしていると、皆さんとても呆れた顔をします。
ああ、やっぱり？
It's a valuable machine, so first years call it Lord Automaton and treat it with reverence. But that's also part of their training to be aware of their own position. It's probably only someone like Miku-senpai who'd even think of treating emotionless machines mimicking humans with such hospitality.
よく感性がずれていると言われます。
すみません。それは私もちょっと思ってます。
For some reason, I find myself being completely honest when it's Miku-senpai I'm talking
な
to.
ら事実なのでしょう。片桐学生、
はい。
あなたは機械を憎んではいないですか？
I stare back at my senpai, dumbfounded by the sudden question. She basically asks, "Are you racist to robots?"
憎むというと、例えばこの子ですか？
I glanced at the automaton called number 7.
片桐学生は先日の事件で同型のオートマタに殺されかけました。
まあ、そうですけど。
To be honest, a timid weariness still smolders deep down, but
でも銃を向けてきたのはこの個体じゃないです。7号さんでしたっけ？
はい、タイプ HM1 アカシア7号です。
じゃあナナちゃんかな。って1年生がそんな呼び方慣れ慣れしいですね。
could also be wait, I was about to say another joke name with 7.
お気になさらずにお好きな胡椒を使用してください。
怒られそうなんで他の人の前では7号殿とかにしておきます。
But in my
で
heart,
も心の中ではナナちゃんです。
Nana-chan.
ありがとうございます。
I can't help but wonder what she's doing with the machine. But talking to an AI like this is surprisingly fun. Yeah, you know what? We're doing a lot of that right now.
片桐学生、ゆいさんは不思議な人ですね。
そうですか？
はい。機械は人類の敵でもあるのですが。
To me, that's not weird at all. If the enemy and their kind are still enemies, then there's no one in this town who's on my side. If nothing about the woman who was originally our enemy is enemy, then it wouldn't make sense if machines weren't the same. And not everything about the women who were originally our enemy is enemy, then.
ところで、ゆいさんも一杯いかがですか？
オイルは飲めませんよ。
もちろん、本物の抹茶です。
本物の抹茶です。Wait, I like this shot. Miki smiling. Mika senpai. It was like a surprise attack. Senpai had a smile on her face. Mika senpai rarely showed that expression, so I couldn't help but get flustered.
いただきます。
Rub-a-dub-a-dub-dub.
星座、苦しければ崩しても構いませんよ。
So, after Rin senpai treated us to ice cream, Mika senpai is also treating us to ocha, or so it seems.
ところで、リンは一緒に戻らなかったのですか？
はっ！
I'd completely forgotten to report it. It was night, and after taking a bath, I was studying in my room when Rin senpai called me on the internal line.
夜遅くにすまんが、重要な話だ。
姫の学生は？
茶道部の要件とのことでしたから一人で来ました。連れてきた方が良かったですか？
いや、それでいい。部員以外を巻き込むつもりはない。
もしや真面目な話。
Oh, I didn't know she's part of the club. That's cute.
こんな時間にわざわざ招集をかけておいてどうでもいいお話のわけがないですわ。
I didn't even know she's part of the club. When I went in, it wasn't just the two senpai from earlier, but Yaiga and Ruriga-san were there too, for some reason. There were other senpai I don't know that well, so you mean not involving anyone outside of the club, so the club's assembled.
ルリコさんも茶道部だったんだ。
ええ、他のクラブにも所属していますので普段はあまり顔を出せませんけれど、過去の文化を守るのは貴族としてのたしなみですもの。
そうなんだ。私も入ったからよろしくね。
よろしくされますわ。
I love that Ojo laugh, man.
今になって思えばオタクでもなきゃ今時そんな喋り方する人がいるわけなかった。
選ばれし民ですのよ。
Oh, she's a fucking weeb. What the fuck, man? Yaika? She probably didn't mean that in a good way. Oh well.
ちなみに好きなジャンルは BL ですわ。まだまだ若輩の腐女子ですけれども。
Fucking Fujos, man. What the fuck, bro? Wow. You admitted to being rotten yourself.
本題に入ってもいいか？
すみません。お願いします。
The senpai's cough ended the lighthearted greetings, and everyone instantly became serious.
片桐姉は同行していたから知っての通りだが、夕方に市場で上官委員の連中に出くわした。予定にはないパトロールをしていた奴らだ。
察知できず申し訳ありません。
独断専行だとすれば見抜けんだろう。で、協力者の店に知らせたついでに連中を見張っていたんだが。
I thought you weren't coming back, senpai, so that's what you were doing.
例の店の客が所持品検査に引っかかっていた。購入したばかりの冊子を奪われていた。
なんてこと。かわいそうに。
不幸中の幸いというべきか。電子データを印刷したコピー本だったがな。 安価な冊子だし、燃やされても作品そのものが失われるわけではない。
Bro, the piracy. No, in this day and age, they're kind of forced to do, they want to avoid the original work being destroyed. I guess there's that too, or something like that.
それでも無理やり奪い取って燃やすだなんて、過去の偉大な文化に対する冒涜でもあるわ。
ああ、その通り。だが、それよりも今問題なのは、あの古書店に目をつけられたらしいことだ。
その方、入手先を喋ってしまったんですの？
銃で武装していましたから。
ああ、銃口を押し付けて脅されたら、訓練されていない一般人には黙ってるなんて無理だろ。
ひどいことをしますのね。
They're doing something awful, aren't they?
上階委員が所持している弾薬は非殺傷弾に限られていますが、至近距離では死亡の可能性もあり、非常に危険です。
It's all the fault of those who resort to violence. The information leak was probably unavoidable.
報告を受け、風紀上階委員会本部の動きを探ってみました。監視カメラの映像を確認したところ、大変慌ただしくなっていました。
さらっととんでもないことしてません？外から見れちゃいけないものですよね。
細かいことはいいんだよ。とにかくミクに調べさせたら看過できない状況だと判明した。
緊急のガサ入れでも始めそうだった？
ああ、それも今すぐ。今夜のうちにだろ。
Oh shit.
勤務スケジュールも大きく変更されている様子ですので、確率は高いでしょう。夜襲を仕掛ける計画と思われます。それともう一つ気になる事実として、火炎瓶が用意されていました。
So they're planning to burn the place down.
それって
店ごと燃やすつもりですの
？Yeah, they're planning to burn the whole store down.
連中にとっては何度も監査しているはずの店だからな。出し抜かれていたと分かって怒り心頭なんだろ。
You might feel like you're being betrayed by someone you trusted to be reliable.
それでどうするんですか？警察に？
I'm a little confused that the name of their group is the security force, because that sounds like they're literally the police, but they're like a military force, and there's a police. I don't get it, man.
治安警察に通報しても役に立たん。連中は非武装だし、政治的にも上官委員とは揉めたくないだろう。
What do you mean the public order police is unarmed?
じゃあ見捨てるの
Yaika looks at her senpai with a pleading gaze.
まさか。そこで我々の出番というわけだ。何もしないなら、わざわざ貴様らを呼び出したりはせん。
You know what? I like Rin senpai, man. She's cool. She's really cool.
でも何をするんです？
It seems Yaika, who joined the club before me, hadn't understood the situation either. Hasn't understood.
ちょっとした訓練だ。諸君も兵士を目指す身なら、実践的な演習には興味があるだろ。
Senpai smirked and says something incomprehensible.
森谷さん。はい。
Prompted, Miku senpai took out a screwdriver from her uniform pocket. Having that in this room means...
開けます。
Just as expected, Senpai was jamming a driver into the gap, levering up the tatami. So if they weren't picking up some fucking manga, they had some fucking guns underneath the tatami mat. What the hell, man?
全員89式で構いませんか？サブマシンガンや狙撃銃もありますので、 必要なものは申告願います。
Bro, they just randomly asked have a cache of weapons. What the fuck? I know they're like a military school, but you know, every weapon is accounted for. You know, the quartermaster would know where each weapon is. But for them to have like secret guns, unless remember, the instructors are also ignoring that their activities. So, does that include to the extent that they have some guns hidden under the floor? I think I'm more shaken up now than when the mountain of manga appeared. After all, these were guns lined up under the tatami.
本物？
安心しろ。弾は非殺傷弾だ。
市街地での実弾使用は全ての組織で禁止されていますので。
至近距離なら死ぬってさっき言ってませんでした。
扱いには気をつけるように。
Can I just brush it off with a line like that?
どうしてこんな場所に武器がこんなにあるんですか？
Man, they're so cool. This is so cool, man. I like that. They have the fucking guns.
そういう話はおいおいしてやる。今は時間がないから受け取れ。いや、受け取るかどうか決めろ。
僕らで戦うってことです。
それこそが表現の自由戦士ってものですわ。
そうね。自由のために私たちは戦うのよ。
自由だ。戦い。Apparently, Ruriko-san and the others have been expecting something like this because they grabbed their guns without hesitation.
そんなことしていいんでしょうか？
非合法ではないと言える程度の手は回してあります。
That's to say, in a gray area.
これは自主訓練に過ぎないし、その割に危険も伴う作戦だ。もともと自由参加のクラブ活動だから志願者のみ連れていく。たかが漫画のために命を懸けるのはバカバカしいよな。一切文句は言わんから自分で決めろ。
Bruh, you just said something outrageous, man. We're gonna bring out the big guns, bro. Manga, anime, visual novels, whatever the fuck that, you know, destroying our culture. Well, technically it's not our culture, but you know, it's a shared culture. No way, it's Japanese culture, but whatever. You know what? Whatever the fuck. We like this shit. After being spoken to like that.
志願する者は銃を受け取ってください。
やります。
僕も。
If I was put in a thrilling situation, there was no way I could back down. After grabbing our weapons, we slipped out of the school building and left the academy. We're running through the dimly lit streets, all lined up because of the power shortage. Isn't that convenient?
質問いいでしょうか？
I like how their default pose is, you know, they had the gun discipline, you know, their fingers aren't on the nowhere near the trigger, they're just above it. That's right.
なんだ？
On my way to the deserted market as night fell, I figured it was safe to speak now that we were on hold. I like how they're also wearing their caps. You know, they're in their full uniform right now.
なんでこんな堂々と出てこられたんです？
そうそう。こんなの持ってるのに校門の守衛さんめっちゃスルーしてた。
Wait, they literally went out through the front gate and they didn't. What's going on? Yaika, who had chosen and brought a submachine gun, lined up next to me and voiced her question.
普通銃を持って外出しようとしてる学生とか見逃していい存在じゃないと思うんですが。
手は回してあるってミクが言ってただろ。
あの守衛さんの仲間ってこと？
敵ではないくらいだな。教官の中にも同志はいるから 見て見ぬふりをするように
They're
話は言ってるんだ。
they're comrades among the instructors too, so they're told to turn a blind eye. Oh, yeah, I mean it was
ライ
mentioned.
カさんやユイさんが思っていらっしゃる以上に私たちの同志は多いんですのよ。
ルリコさん、
なんなら今この現場を誰かに見られて通報されたって警察でも保安隊でももみ消されますのよ。
Isn't that convenient? Also, the daughter of the daitorio of the damn country is also here.
ルリコさんが言うとすごく権力の匂いがする。
正しく使われる権力は悪いものではありませんわ。だって正しいんですもの。
It doesn't even make sense, but Ruriko-san is confident as ever. Well, that's probably how the world works.
表現の自由戦士は政府民間問わず様々な場所に潜んでいる。これといって組織的な指揮系統があるわけじゃないんだが、水面下で連絡を取って協力し合っているんだ。
警察とか保安隊も仲間と考えていいんですか？
全部が同志ってわけじゃないがな。あくまで一部だ。
ならなんで僕らがこんなことしてるの？
だよね。わざわざ学生が矢面に立つ必要あるんですか？
Leaving it to the pros is probably safer than relying on half-trained amateurs doing training.
今回は非武装の奴らでは話にならんし、保安隊駐屯地の同志たちもそう簡単には動けない立場なんだ。
武装した保安隊の出動には多くの手続きが必要になります。実際に騒乱が起きるまでは駐屯地から出られないと考えてよいでしょう。
TLDR, I guess it's too obvious that an actual group of, you know.
だが未熟な学生の訓練であれば規則上それほど面倒な手続きはいらない。夜間の偵察訓練で自主練を申請すれば教官の同志があっさり通してくれるってわけだ。
Oh, that's awfully convenient. It seems they're really exploiting loopholes. And to begin with, I don't think it's right for students to be taking the lead and risking their lives. Bro, we gotta have a story.
近隣にいる自由戦士の中で私たちが最も身軽な武装勢力です。
If there's no one else who can move, I guess it can't be helped. 仕方ない。
で、ミク、様子はどうだ？
進路クリア、不意の遭遇はありません。偵察ドローンは引き続き周辺を索敵中。
Yo, she has a drone.
よし、おしゃべりは終わりだ。行くぞ。
Alright, let's go. Operation start.
はい。
From there, everyone fell silent and dashed into the back alley, trying to not make a sound. Wait, I'll be right back. I want to grab some water. Okay, I'm back. Let's go. Before long, we reached the back alley, where that used bookstore is.
まだ増加員の皆様は来ていないようですわね。
ミク、まだ見つからないか？
少々お待ちください。拡張デバイス展開、都市防犯システムに接続開始。
Oh yeah, it's the first time she sees that. Suddenly, a huge number of hologram monitors appeared around Miku-senpai. Yaka and I gasped at the scene that looked like something out of a manga.
システムへの介入成功。該当カメラへリンク。自動索敵 AI を起動。
Then, with her fingers dancing across both hands, Miku-senpai simultaneously operates multiple monitor screens. Hacker man. The way Miku-senpai manipulated the sparkling letters and images were like a fairy dancing in the digital world. Truly beautiful.
何やってるのか全然わかんない。
I gotta fix that bug, the one a while ago, but that was a very rare bug.
森谷さん、電子戦に関しては教官が無条件降伏するレベルだから、いわゆるスーパーハッカーと呼ばれる方ですのね。
Bro, she said the word super haka. So, Miku Senpai is a super haka or something. Calling her that suddenly makes her sound sketchy, doesn't it?
街頭カメラにて対象を確認。ドローンを向かわせます。
The drones.
続いて予想進路を算出。モニターに出します。
東から来るか。まあ順当なところだな。
どうしますか？
Rin Senpai is peering over at a map Miku Senpai projected as a hologram. The two of them talked about something for a while.
よし、そこの T 字路の角だ。店から少し距離があるが隠れて待ち伏せをする。合図をするまでは発砲するな。できれば息も止めてろ。
いやいや死にますって。
そのくらいの気持ちで絶対に見つかるなってことだ。証拠を抑える必要があるからな。
左右に分かれよう。奇襲するならその方が早く動ける。
そうだな。片桐妹は私と一緒に来い。他は右側でミクを守りつつ私に合わせて撃て。
了解ですわ。対象が接近中。数は12名。小銃にて武装。リアカーを牽引中。放火用の器具を積載と推定されます。
12 individuals. Damn, they came prepared.
思ったより多いな。だがやれない数ではない。
The detailed information from Miku Senpai only heightened the tension, whether I liked it or not.
よし、行動開始だ。通信機のスイッチを入れろ。イヤホンにつないで音は漏らすな。
You know what? I'm also like getting this urge to play Battlefield 6 right now. Let's finish the scene and let me think about it. I'm actually feeling a little tired, but like if I played Battlefield 6. Where's the part where I was supposed to be tired? But I really do feel tired. I shouldn't tempt myself. And then I'd rather read the VN for now, unless the scene escalates well, and then I feel like I want to shoot some guns, man. And the enemy was close. It wasn't a situation where we could shout back. We nodded silently and ran toward designated spots. God damn. Yeah, you know what? Rin Senpai really looks cool, man. Over. Hiding in the corner of the alley, Rin Senpai calls out from behind something on the other side of the comms. They respond in hushed voices, confirming that communication is good, or so it seems. Oh, it's her first time using the comms. It's nice sneakers, by the way, Yaika.
Ah, 授業ではまだ習ってないです。
They just can, like, you know, they just have a vibe for it. It's not that difficult, but whether you can use a machine for the first time probably depends on the person. Yaika isn't very good at those kinds of things. Rin Senpai, she's surprisingly good at looking after Yaika. She's a good senpai. I peeked into the alley, trying to stay hidden as much as possible, following Miko Senpai's warning.
目標を視認。店の前で止まりました。
分かってる。まだ進むよ。
Just as instructed, I held my breath and watched the situation unfold. In the distance, women in the Purification Committee uniforms were unloading something from the handcart they dragged over.
あれが火炎瓶か。早く止めないと大火がつくと消すのは大変ですわよ。気象情報にアクセス。火災注意レベルは4。意図的な放火の場合、大きく延焼する可能性があります。まだだ、タイ。どうだ。ドローンおよび近隣の防犯カメラにて録画中。映像は鮮明です。
Recording. Interesting. What are they gonna do with that footage? As the unsettling information piled up, only the clock's hands kept ticking forward.
どうするんですよ。このまま黙って見てるんですよ。
The breathing I can hear over the comm is ragged, like they can't handle the tension.
落ち着け。まだ何もしていない市民を撃つわけにはいかん。逃げられて出直しされても厄介だからな。奴らが放火犯だという証拠を掴んでからだ。
Yeah, that makes sense. ですが。
火炎瓶への着火を確認。映像確保。攻撃開始。
Alright, here we go. At the same time as Rin Senpai's voice, I sprung out from behind something, using all the pent-up energy in my legs. Firing bursts at target group without even aiming properly. Even with weak non-lethal rounds, that was a slight hesitation about shooting at living people.
お前反応良すぎだろ。素人の反射神経じゃないぞ。
Kinda makes you think why. Bro, try to remember. Our bro was just the guy who loads the bullets, the ammunition and all. Like, sure, he had training and all, but like most of his time in the battlefield was helping. He's like the squire of a knight, you know. You know what I mean? Well, he survived that shit, so you know. And even years after later, he didn't forget about like his training. Rin Senpai, who jumped out at the same time as me, is spraying bullets a split second later. The others are also emerging from cover and pulling the trigger following our lead. I could see figures collapsing the crossfire ahead of the barricade. No, not fatal wounds. Most were just taking cover. But still.
いいぞ、その調子だ。
The Molotov cocktail, lit before being thrown, fell to the ground. It's burning right there, but since it's on a concrete road, it should spread to the buildings.
退避！退避！
Well, if you think about it, they were trying to burn something down, like a place, and not just the books. So they could be, you know, they could be looked into as like arsonists, you know. Honestly, all you can say is that they're slow to react. Even so, the Purification Committee members who are still conscious scramble for cover behind what's closest. The only things you find lying in the straight line in the alley are maybe some signboards or trash cans. But if this was a real bullet, it would go right through something that small.
撃ち方やめ、戻れ。
My clip was empty, just as I heard Senpai's voice, so I spun around and dove back into the shadows.
とりあえず放火は阻止したか。戦果確認。3名を無力化、意識を失っています。他の目標も何らかの負傷はしていると思われますが。
Yeah, that's the
続行は可能の無用。
Yeah, that's the difficult thing about non-lethal rounds. So it's more like a battle to make them retreat than like it's not about trying to get everyone unconscious, but you know, although that's ideal because, well, it's more of a battle getting them to retreat. It's surprising how little damage there is, considering the flashy way we attack with a complete surprise. At this range, non-lethal rounds that prioritize it just don't pack enough punch. Also, Yaika and Ruriko's shot didn't seem to be hitting much either. They were hard carried by Rin and our guy Yui.
リロード完了。
そのまま待て。保安隊駐屯地に通報。了解。
And before we knew it, we were both hiding in the shadows, eyeing each other down, stuck in a bit of a stalemate.
おい貴様ら、いきなり撃ってくるとは何のつもりだ。
And as if they were gaining the strength to yell, a barrage of accusations came flying from across the way.
訓練中たまたま犯罪現場を見つけたんでな。放火は重罪だぞ。おとなしくお縄につけ。
I knew it. They were trying to charge them as arson, you know. I knew it.
誰が貴様らなんぞに。
っていうか、誰に襲われてるの？
Who's attacking us?
ばっか、名誉男性どもに決まってるだろ。自由戦士だかなんだか知らんが、我々上下委員に逆らってただで済むと思ってるのか。
ああ、思ってるとも。お前らこそさっさと引き上げた方が身のためじゃないか。無駄に痛い目を見ることになるぞ。
街中で銃撃戦ともなれば治安出動の理由には十分ですわ。すぐに完全武装の部隊が駆けつけてきますわよ。
すぐにお前らは包囲される。逃げるなら今のうちだぞ。
っていうか逃がしちゃっていいの？
証拠は抑えたからな。
政治的にどこまでやれるかは分かりませんけれど、放火未遂ともなればお咎めなしとはいきませんわ。というかお母様なら大いに咎め立てしますわね。
Oh, okay, yeah.
時間さえ稼げればお店の方も慣れたもんだから、引っ越したりお宝を避難させたりどうにかなるわよ。
So, can we say the goal has been achieved at this point? Well, but
このまま手ぶらで帰って処罰を待てっていうのか。冗談じゃない。せめて目的は果たしてからだ。
he has more of those?
隊長、こいつで。
持ってきて正解でした。
What did they bring?
素直に諦めて欲しかったんだが。
The committee members have been hiding in the shadow of a cart they brought themselves was dragging something flat down from the cargo bed.
あれって盾？
A fucking shield?
ライオットシールドです。防弾性能は低めですが、この距離の非殺傷弾には十分な効果が見込まれます。
Oh yeah, that's... Oh yeah, okay, man.
よし、前進。列を乱すなよ。火炎瓶もまだ残ってます。
Oh shit.
やっちゃいましょう。
The Purification Committee members emerged from the shadows, advancing in a line with the Purification Committee members' shields raised.
この
Rin Senpai jumps out to shoot, but Miku Senpai predicted, the weak bullets just dent the shield and bounce off.
いいぞいいぞ。今のうちだ。さっさと火をつけろ。
了解。
店ごと燃やしちまえば有害図書も焼却完了だ。政治がどうとか知るかバカ。
This is bad. She's just going full on. If she sets fire to everything without restraint, it'll be a sea of flames, not just the precious old books.
おいバカ、放火はマジシャレになんねんだって。
Yeah, that's straight up arson, man. That's straight up art. They don't care anymore. They prefer to achieve their goals. Like they don't even care if they get, they get punished or some shit like that. But their purification committee members, having gotten worked up, won't listen to any warnings. What are they going to do? What are we going to do? Are we just going to watch silently? There is a solution. A simple and easy way to do it. If I can, I had no choice but to do it. The city and its precious pre-modern culture deserves to be protected.
援護射撃お願いします。
お前何を。
What is he gonna do? What is our guy gonna do? Holy shit. It's not that complicated. If the power isn't enough and it gets blocked by a shield.
突撃あるのみ。
Yo, Totsugeki, holy shit, man! This is our guy. Bursting out from the shadows, I charged at full speed toward the enemy. Easy. If the power's not enough due to distance decay, just get closer. If a shield's in the way, kick it out of the way.
バカな。こんな距離で撃たれたらただじゃ済まないぞ。
隊長、それは我々もです。
The Purification Committee members are flustered as the distance between them is rapidly close. The formation is slightly disrupted.
貴様、死ぬかもしれんぞ。
その覚悟もないやつに。
Oh man, he's so cool. Holy shit, man. This is our guy. In the end, what really makes a difference in the battlefield is courage. I mean, our guy went through hell, man.
死ぬ気で立ち向かったやつが勝つんだ。
Kicking the shield in front of me, I leaped into the formation.
こいつ正気か。
Point blank shot. Firing at close range, aiming to avoid vital areas as much as possible. Even with low power, at this range, it's more impactful than a full-grown man hitting you with all his might. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. It's enough to knock someone out. The committee members who were hit by the bullets either collapsed or crouched on the spot, groaning.
こいつ。
I kicked the gun, owner and all, away from where it was aimed. My only goal was to create chaos.
無茶しやがって。あのバカには当てるなよ。
そう言われても。私たちそんなにうまくありませんわ。
Support fire from Senpai started flying in, taking down enemies one after another as their formations break, but the barrage isn't as heavy as I thought it would be.
くそ、好き勝手しやがって。だが
Feeling a killing intent, I quickly turned around. The one who's been leading the enemy has recovered from the confusion first and was already firing.
しまった。
I tried to dodge in a way that threw out my balance. Next time, I won't be able to avoid it. And there's no way I can retaliate.
これでも食らえ。
Oh shit, bro. I'll escape the shit. A gunshot. I squeezed my eyes shut, waiting for the moment of impact. But no impact or intense pain came.
なんで。
I cautiously opened my eyes to see the officer was about to shoot me collapsing.
あれ
Who did the shot? Judging from the direction of that gunshot, It should be from Rin Senpai's group.
隊長がやられちゃった。
Reinforcements, I guess.
撤収だ。逃げろ。
Anyway, using that as an excuse, the rest of the purification committee abandoned their unconscious comrade and fled. They didn't even take her away. They just left her there.
危なかった。
Our bro really was lucky. Well, it's a non-lethal round, so you probably won't die. Anyway, the shop hasn't been set on fire yet, so it seems like something worked out.
片桐学生、無事ですか？
Who did the shot, man? Is it Miku?
はい、大丈夫です。
Daijoubu. I turn to answer Miku-senpai, who casually emerges from the shadows. The others are also approached cautiously, still pointing their guns.
たく、無茶しやがって。
本当にだよ。すんごいびっくりしたし、死んだかと思ったじゃん。心配させんな、ここ。姉ちゃん。
ごめん。手早く片付けるにはこれしかないと思って。
そういう問題じゃない。大怪我してもおかしくなかったよ。
はい。
She was glaring at me with tears in their eyes, so it looks like it really made her worry. All I can do was apologize. It's very dangerous, by the way.
とにかくお店の方はなんとか守れましたわね。この後はどうしますの？
By the way, not dangerous in the sense that he gets injured. It's more like he could get found out he's a dude.
気絶してる連中を拘束。保安隊が来たら引き渡す。縛り上げ方はわかるか？
すみません。それは習っておりませんわ。
結束バンドを使うんだ。手本を見せるから覚えておけ。
Hacker man.
到着の保安隊、間もなく到着します。
By the way, who shot the shot that saved our guy? Was it Miku? They restrained the fallen purification committee members and extinguished the Molotov cocktails still burning on the ground. Help with the cleanup after those small skirmishes. My gaze wandering restlessly.
さっきの狙撃、何だったんだろう。
Okay, so not Miku, then who? Even looking at the direction the bullet came from, there's no one left. Not a single sign of life.
考えても無駄か。
I don't even know if it helped me, or if the bullet was meant for me, but it hit someone else. I seem so lost. I decide to forget about it for now. Who's the mystery sniper, though? I'm guessing this is the mystery sniper.
当たっちゃった。やっちゃった。
Oh, it's Akari.
どうしてこんなことに。
It's Akari. Okay, it's Akari.
当たっちゃった人。ごめんなさい。
We handed over the purification committee members we captured to the security team that had rushed over, then headed back to the academy. Okay, thanks to the translation issues by our AI, I couldn't tell if she was actually trying to aim at the purification committee member or she was trying to aim someone else. It felt like she was nervous about something. I don't know, man. We'll proceed with the story to figure out the context. But it felt... Thanks to our AI, I can't even tell. Apparently, there are freedom fighters among the emergency response team that have rushed to help, and I was told they'll handle things from here.
証拠映像も渡しましたので、無罪放免はないと思われます。少なくともしばらくの間、上下委員は動きにくくなるかと。
Anyway, I think it means I don't think they'll get away scot-free, at least for a while. The Purification Committee won't be able to move as freely. We gotta be careful about the context.
例の店とお宝の山は守られた。一件落着だ。
Good morning.
みんなお疲れ様。乾杯。乾杯ですわ。
And so, after returning the weapon, under the tatami mats in the tea room, a small tea ceremony began as a celebration of victory.
疲れた体に炭酸が効く。
A fizzy drink? Tea? Question mark?
茶道部なのにやっぱりお茶じゃないんですね。
お前、こんな時間から茶を立てろとか、正気か？
あ、いえ、そこまで本格的なやつじゃなくても和室なんですから、ほら、なんというか。
ヒュイさんってそういう謎のこだわりあるよね。
緑茶はカフェインを多く含みますので、就寝前の摂取は推奨されません。
それにお抹茶で乾杯は様になりませんわ。やはりグラスに限りますわよ。乾杯。
乾杯。すみません、私が悪かったです。
I clinked my glass against Ruriko-san's and decided to give up. Well, it's not like I hate Coke or anything, so it's no big deal. Okay, they're drinking some soft drinks.
お菓子もありますので、遠慮なくどうぞ。
はーい。後でお金請求したりしません？
Dagashi.
しねえよ、あたしらのおごりだ。でももう夜中なんだから食いすぎるなよ。あと寝る前にちゃんと歯も磨けよ。
Okay, Mom.
おかん。
I also like how she also thought about that.
おかんですわね。
Oh, yeah.
殴るぞ貴様ら。
まあまあ、お祝いの席なんだから。
Watching that lively scene, I sipped my fizzy cola slowly.
どうかしましたか？何か心配事でも？
ああ、いえ、大したことじゃ。ただちょっと、あんなに堂々と妨害して本当に大丈夫だったのかなって。
大丈夫とは何がですか？
確か上会委員のバックにはフェミニストの政治団体がいるんですよね。
風紀浄化委員会は LFP フェミニスト党が作った組織ですし、事実上の私兵集団ですわね。 LFP は過激で政府も手を焼いていますのよ。
そんなのに喧嘩売っちゃって後で問題になりません？
いや、でもあいつらが放火とかしようとしたんだし、証拠もあるんでしょ？
いい？八重か、正しいから大丈夫だなんて理屈、政治家の人たちには一切通じないものなんだよ。
政治不信が極まってやがる。
Based on my experience living as a man, there's no way politicians in this world are trustworthy. Man, I guess they had it worse. He has it worse about politicians in the fucking men's world.
ですがフェミニストの方々には敵も多いのですわ。攻撃材料があるなら私たちの同志でなくとも勝手に抑え込んでくださいますわよ。
そういうものですか？
そもそも保安隊自体もどっちかっていうと保守派の政府寄りだからな。上官委員どもが治安維持の分野に首突っ込んでくるのを苦々しく思ってる連中は多い。
職掌範囲がかぶりますので当然の状況かと。
喧嘩売ってくるなら全面戦争も上等みたいな奴らもいる。フェミどもの方が戦力は劣るし、余計な対立を避けたいのはむしろ向こう側だ。
トカゲの尻尾切りで捨てられることはないと。
よくわかん けど心配いらないってことだよね。
はい、身の危険はありません。仮にあった場合も私たちが守りますのでご安心ください。
やだ、ミク先輩ってイケメン。
とても反応に困ります。ですが、できればフェミニスト党との対立が深まるのは避けたいですわね。姫のあかりの立場もありますし。
Yeah, you know what? This is one of the reasons why I was like wondering if the translation was correct. How the translation went with the Hime no Akari scene, because I have she's more leaning towards like the feminist party ideals and stuff, so she could be, you know, I don't know, but even then, if she was like a secret member of the feminist party or some shit like that, then again the purification committee members should have been tipped off, but that's not the case. So I don't know. It's still kind of suspicious. She went there with a sniper rifle. Where did she get it though? That's the thing. Where did she get it? I don't know. I don't think she got it from the club room. So she has access to her own set of guns. She might be more suspicious than I don't know, man. In fact, I wonder if it's a coincidence that they went to the bookstore and there were like committee purification members. But I don't know. Let's continue for now.
あかりさんの立場というと？
あら、もしかしてご存知ありませんの？
何を？
うちのお姉ちゃん噂話とか疎いもんな。友達少ないし。
一言余計。その噂って？
噂っていうかただの事実だがな。
あかりさんのご家庭のことです。
I know it. That would explain why she has that very extreme desire to like kill all the men. She's part of them, man. She's part of them. That will explain a lot. And I tilted my head, generally clueless.
ゆいさん、姫のあかりの母親は LFP の当主ですの。過激派フェミニストの主会ですわね。
Oh, isn't that interesting? Like, Ruriko's mom is the conservative leader, and Akari's mom is the party leader of LFP. Okay, that explains a lot. You know what? I think it kind of makes sense. I think I understand why she shot down the purification committee member. I think it was to further de-escalate the situation because things could get so worse.
つまりあの子はラスボスの娘なのですわ。
ラスボス娘。That is a lot to deal with. Oh shit. Daughter of a feminist. Oh, wow. What a title. What a title. The next day, after the morning calisthenics and cleaning, I changed it into my uniform and pulled out the bed divider.
ゆいちゃん、もう着替え終わったんだ。
あかり、なんでまだそんな格好なの？
着替えながらちょっとだけうとうとしちゃった。
一通り体動かしたら普通はちゃんと目が覚めると思うんだけど、早くしないと朝ごはん食べる時間なくなるよ。
Akari is still looking sleepy, but she gives a straightforward reply and reaches for the clothes. I turn my back on her quietly, trying not to look.
別に後ろ向かなくたってじっと見ててもいいんだよ。
見ないから。
そんなにムキになるのやっぱり本当は見たい証拠だと思うの。
あかりはもう少し慎みを持って。
This kind of thing is just our usual routine. Akari teases me after seeing through my real feelings, and then reject her excessive physical contact because it's forbidden by the precepts. The precepts. As always, Akari enjoys teasing me and saying things like adorable based on my reaction. Honestly, it's not just a nuisance. There's something to it. Oh, okay. I just realized today is 22nd. In a few hours, the first set of people who's watching Midsommar Man movie is gonna do it. I'm watching mine on Saturday. Anyway, that's random. But that's also because Akari thinks I'm a girl. I wonder what Akari would do if she found out I was a guy. That's something I've been afraid of all along. Especially today.
よいしょ。
この状況、フェミニストなら絶対に殺しに来る。
There's no way those violent feminists would ever forgive me. Akari is special after all.
つまりあの子は
Morning.
ラスボスの娘なのですわ。
This one. I remember what Ruriko-san said last night.
それどういう意味ですか？
ですから姫のあかりの母親がフェミニストの親玉 LFP の当主ですの。
The head of the feminists. It took me repeating the same words over and over for me to finally understand.
でもさっきの話だと保安隊って上下委員と敵対しているんですよね。それで上下委員の親玉がフェミニスト党で、つまり
なんでそんな立場の人がここにいるのってこと？
そう、それフェミニストの偉い人の娘さんってことですよね。そんな子が敵対勢力の育成機関にいてもいいものなんです。
Bro, you forgot. Not everyone is a member of the Freedom of Expression group. She could easily rally those who are more leaning towards the feminist ideology. I mean this world's feminist ideology. I don't want to be shot down for real life politics. Shit, anyway.
国籍、年齢、性別以外に条件はありませんから、試験を通った以上、入学資格に問題はありません。
あいつが何を思って死亡してきたのかは知らん。だが入学を拒否する理由はないし、そもそも定員割れしすぎててより好みもしてられん。
Okay, I get it.
というのが人事部の本音だろうな。
The HR department. There's so many. The HR department. Every single time.
やっぱりここってそんなに不人気なんだ。
私たちもめちゃくちゃ簡単な筆記試験受けただけだもんね。
ブラックだもんね。
But that makes me wonder even more what Akari was thinking, enrolling in the middle of the enemy forces like that.
ルリコさんは何か知ってる？幼馴染だよね。
Did you forget that Did you forget that Akari's the only one claiming that shit?
別に仲良くはないから知りませんわ。ただあの子は基本的に親や先生の言うことを素直に聞くいい子ちゃんですわ。
In other words, Sumari. She is blue-pilled. I mean, she's bog filled by the whole feminist ideology. I mean, that's why she can straight up say, "Let's kill all the men."
親の命令で来てるってこと？
スパイではという噂もありますわね。
I'm not surprised.
ゆいちゃん？おーい、ゆいちゃん？
I need to fix that text processing part when the only line that shows up on the screen is ... because my model just decides I don't know how to process ... so I'm just gonna return the actual thing I send to the to the LLM.
びっくりした。
I'll worry about that tomorrow. Suddenly, someone raised their hand in front of me. I can't help but jump. I don't know why the glossary tag just showed up just now. I'm bothered. There's a lot of fixes I need to do.
どうしたの？ぼーっとして。着替え終わったよ。
一応チェックする？
You know, our guy spends so much time. You know how many times he just randomly just stands there, obviously thinking about things too deeply that, dudes, people would just start like, what are you doing? Just standing there, or are you listening? Or it's dangerous to be daydreaming or some shit like that. This guy is very prone to that. It's kind of very difficult for some guy who, who's been into battles. I don't know. Only one battle, because I think that was the only battle he participated in.
お願いします。
I circle around Akari, checking for crease in her clothes and making sure her tie isn't crooked. She just stood there quietly, completely unassuming. Frankly, she doesn't look like a spy at all. Well, spies aren't necessarily like those old ninja operatives.
それにしてもゆいちゃんっていつでもパッと起きられてすごいよね。
別にそれが普通でしょ？急にどうしたの？
だって昨日は遅くまで先輩に呼び出されてたでしょ。戻ってきたの真夜中だったし、あんまり寝れてないよね。
Our guys used to like wake in the middle of the night.
戻ってきた時起こしちゃった？
私もなかなか寝つけなかっただけ。そういえば先輩たちの用事って何だったの？
大したことじゃないよ。はい、服装 OK。
Okay, your outfit's fine.
ありがとう。じゃあ朝ごはん行こっか。
With that, Akari smiles sweetly. It's hard to believe the smile is fake.
ゆいちゃん？
行こっか。
It's so uncool to have your friends look at you with suspicion. I already feel guilty for keeping secrets, so I just end up feeling pathetic and frustrated.
では先日の小テストを返却しますね。名前を呼ばれた人は取りに来てください。相田さん。
During class, Instructor Honda slammed a stack of papers down on the lectern, and the murmurs spread through the classroom. I thought, being a sports-focused school, everyone wouldn't care about grades, but apparently academic performance is directly linked to future promotions, income, and the hierarchy, making it a crucial issue for everyone. Yeah, just so you know, it's the ones who, when you get out, you already get a rank if you get top scores and do well in the practical stuff, or even be sent to officer school or some shit like that. I don't know too much about the military, but like at least that's what I hear.
片桐彩香さん、片桐ゆいさん。
はーい。
Oi. Called by name, I stood up and walked to the instructor. Following Yaika's lead, I received my answer sheet.
お姉ちゃんどうだった？
With that spelling connection. And when I got back to my seat, Yaika started talking to me with a sly grin.
98点。
Very smart, my bro.
うげ今回は自信あったのに90点でもダメか。賭けに勝って何かおごってもらう予定が。
Ah, good to know they're doing well. I mean, both the Shimai, quote-unquote Shimai, both of them are 90 at least. But our guy doing 98.
結果見てから賭けを言い出すのはどうなの？
賭け事はいけないよね。
I don't want to punch this Emoto.
普通に負けてる？ユイさんはともかくヤイカさんにも？まずいですわ。大統領令嬢としての威厳が。
And your score, Ojo-sama?
なんか僕結構侮られてる？
自業自得じゃないかな。そんなに難しい問題じゃなかったし、ケアレスミス一つが響くよね、これ。
He was like, oh, it's just one careless mistake. I could have gotten perfect. What are you two talking about?
姫野あかりさん。はい、どうぞ。もう少し頑張りましょうね。
Oh, she didn't make it?
はい。
Akari had a comment attached to her name that no one else did. So, did she bomb?
どんだけよ。やっぱりフェミって頭悪いんだね。
What did they mean? What did this VN mean by this? And she's giggling with a fair amount of malice.
あかりちゃんどうだったの？恥ずかしいので見ないでください。
She hastily backed away from Yaika, folding the answer sheet several times and stuffing it into her pocket.
じゃあそんなになんかごめん。いいえ私こそその
Looking dejected, Akari slumped into her seat with a lack of energy. I should also fix that. I need to take a screenshot of this problem so I could tell the fucking chat GPT about this issue. I watch over Akari, who looks like she might collapse onto the desk. To put it bluntly, Akari isn't a particularly good student. The lecturers are a mess. While I've been working hard to improve my stamina in PE, she's been working hard to improve her stamina in PE. Basically, she's still a total klutz. It's just weird to think of someone like her being a spy. Well, don't you know that spies are so good at... No, the really good spies just are so good at hiding what their actual nature is. This might be an act. Or she doesn't need to act, but at the same time, she is a spy. We don't know yet, Ned. The fact that her clumsiness is a sound effect itself. Well, I guess not. Normally, if it were a sound effect, you'd aim for an average score instead of it being a dud. A dud! Wait, I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, let's continue. I watch over Akari, who looks like she might collapse onto the desk. To put it bluntly, Akari isn't a particularly good student. The lectures are a mess, and while she's been working hard to improve her stamina in PE, basically she's still a total klutz. It's just weird to think someone like her being a spy. The fact that her clumsiness is sound effect itself, well, I guess not. Normally, if it were a sound effect, you'd aim for an average score instead of being a dud. What the clumsiness? I don't know why I translated this sound effect. Maybe that's that feels like obviously incorrect, but whatever.
そもそもスパイなら身分を隠すものだよね。
Assuming she's not a spy, then why would she even come to a school like this? I don't get it.
ゆいちゃん。
何？
Akari was standing in front of my desk before I knew it, which kind of surprised me.
後で勉強を教えてもらえないかなって。
Do you know what I mean?
ああ、うん、別にいいよ。実習時間にね。
ありがとう。
It was gratitude that felt almost desperate. She seems pretty cornered, actually. I haven't been studying with her lately since I'm busy with the tea ceremony club, so I feel a little responsible and want to take care of her properly. Sickening. I was thinking, something like that. But there's no way she's a spy. And then the afternoon. The practical training for that day was shooting practice.
よーし命中よくやった。
ありがとうございます。
Akari, who hit a long-range sniper shot with a sneak attack, dusted herself off and stood up.
姫の学生は射撃の成績が優秀ですね。
そうなんですか？
はい。特に遠距離の狙撃に関しては学年全体でも上位に入ります。
So she's the sniper type. Yes, you're among the top in the long-range sniping. Or no, wait, what? Maybe Miku's describing it. So she's saying that she's the top in the long-range sniping, and then she's complimenting her.
私が？
Oh no, okay, it's her. She's describing her. Basically, I'm Akari, the total klutz, but I do have at least one special skill.
基礎を終えてからの話だが、専門科目はスナイパーコースに進むのがいいだろうな。
Oh, she's the team sniper, huh?
スナイパー。かっこいい。
今から意識してそちらの訓練をしておくのもいいと思います。狙撃兵であれば優秀な兵士になれるはずです。
今の遠回しに他の陛下は諦めろって言ってない？
せっかくあかりが元気になったんだから。
I put my hand over Yaika's mouth to shush her.
しかしあれだな、勉強も運動もダメだけど射撃だけは得意って黎明期の漫画の主人公を思い出すんだが。
You know, that means if we follow that rule, basically she's a very, very extremely good sniper.
該当作品を検索。未来から青いタヌキのオートマタが時間を超えて訪れる物語ですか？
そう、それだ。確かタヌキじゃなくて猫型ロボットだが。
That's right. It's a popular work known for its fun futuristic secret gadgets that I even called up in my family's home storage? Question mark. What the hell is this translation?
私 主人公になれるタイプってことですか？大変。あれってため人間の典型みたいな主人公だったよね。
だから
次、片桐やね。
はい。
I drop to the ground where the bolt action rifle is placed and take aim at the target. It's farther than I thought it would be, but actually managed to hit this. I could probably hit a stationary target if it's close enough. So she's not, our guy isn't a sniper type. As I pulled the trigger, something suddenly came to mind. Oh, he's thinking about that. What was that bullet from last night? The one that shot the cat in the back. If they were so-called freedom fighter comrades, I don't understand why they save me from a pinch and just disappear. So the bullet that was aimed at me missed. It hit a comrade instead. But the battle that day was a complete surprise attack on our part. They didn't seem to be expecting an assault. I can't imagine they had any thoughts of laying ambushes. Sumari, only someone who knew there would be a fight at that location could have sniped at that moment. And if it wasn't one of their comrades.
昨日は遅くまで先輩に呼び出されてたでしょ？
Huh? What was that? Wait a second. Technically, okay, so in the scene when he was called, that's all he described, but he didn't describe if Akari was in the room at that time or not. So I guess from this conversation, he realized that. So from this conversation, it means that she wasn't there at the room when he was called. So Sumari, there's a reason to be suspicious about Akari, which we already know, of course, but like on this part, he's starting to realize something's off. Startled by the thought that crossed my mind, I faltered slightly.
最後は盛大に外しましたね。
Looks like he blew it big time at the end.
やはり一番スナイパー向きなのは姫野か。
ゆいちゃんに勝っちゃった？
I already knew we weren't in the room. I feel like something's connected, and I'm getting confused again. And then there was the matter of studying at night.
これで合ってるかな？
うん、正解。ちゃんとできるじゃない。
ゆいちゃんの教え方がわかりやすいからだよ。
As promised earlier, I was helping Akari with her studies.
私の出番はありませんか？
ああ、はい、大丈夫そうです。難しいところがあったら頼りますね。
はい。いつでも質問してください。
The senpai next to me, watching over her kohai, looked a little lonely.
よし、この調子なら中間テストの赤点は回避できるかも。
結構追い詰められてたんだね。もっと早く言ってよ。
あんまり迷惑かけるわけにもいかないから。
パートナーなんだから変な遠慮はしなくていいの。
うん、ありがとう、ゆいちゃん。
We were talking about that after finishing our review for the quiz.
113分隊姫野あかりさん、お客様がお越しですので直ちに1階ロビーまで来てくださいね。
I wonder if that's room specific or like they let everyone in the damn building know.
終わ 私
Akari's eyes went wide when she was suddenly called out over the broadcast.
お客様って誰か来る予定を忘れてない？
そんな予定ないってば。ゆいちゃん、私に記憶力がないって思ってない？
あ、ちょっと思ってる。
確かに暗記科目は苦手だけど。
Anki, by the way.
姫の学生、早く向かった方が良いのでは。
そうですね。でももうすぐお風呂の時間ですけど。
後ろにずらしてもらうよう連絡しておきます。
お願いします。じゃあ行ってきます。
And so Akari rushed off. Less than a minute later, more people came rushing in.
よ、邪魔するぞ。
入りまーす。
どうぞ。お二人揃ってどうしましたか？
They barged in, still wet from the bath.
事件、姉さん、事件です。
姫野はもう出たのか？
はい、つい先ほど。すれ違いませんでしたか？
いや、一旦部屋にタオルとか置きに戻ったからな。すれ違いになったか。
事件ってあかりがどうかしたんですか？
さっきの放送にあった客人のことだ。
お風呂出て着替えてる時、交代で入ってきた子から聞いたんだけどね。ラスボスが来てるって。
Oh, her mom. Oh, wait, that broadcast was for the entire damn school. Everyone knows.
ラスボスって。
昨日ルリコさんが言ってたじゃん。フェミニストの一番偉い人、あかりちゃんのお母さん。
The top feminist.
そんな人が何をしに？
姫野を呼び出したってことは娘に会いに来たんだろ。
情報検索。要人同棲に該当あり。本校を訪れる直前に隣の保安駐屯地を訪問しています。
The information gathering is so fast, I almost got left behind. Wait, did I take a screenshot of this one? This is a good picture of Miku.
ああ、それならあれか。昨日の逮捕した連中が駐屯地に勾留されてるから引き取りに来たんだろ。
裁判して刑務所送りじゃないんです。
They're not. It had been tied into.
保釈金払って身元引受人が認めれば牢屋からは出られる。世の中金と権力次第だ。
腐ってやがる。
Well, if we keep them in custody, the taxpayers had to foot the bill. So if they were willing to pay their way out, it's almost a blessing.
近くまで来たからついでに家族の顔を見に来たってことでしょうか？
だろうな。
部屋長としてご挨拶に行った方がいいんでしょうか？
どうなんだろうな。分隊長だし行くなら私もだよな。
Man, this is a precarious position considering both of them were in the salt straight up. She looks a little troubled, as if she hadn't considered that.
敵のボスに挨拶とか媚び売ってるみたいで格好悪くないか？
そういう問題じゃないと思いますが。
大人の礼儀として挨拶は大切では？
ラスボスがどんななのかとても興味があります。
八重香はちょっと黙ってて。
Wait, why is the spelling incorrect now? Give me a second. Never mind. Something's wrong with my pipeline, but I'm not gonna think about it right now.
軽く挨拶くらいはしておくか。この格好で大丈夫か？
No, you should change your.
規定では面会時は制服着用となっていますが、
Yeah.
なら着替えるか。そんくらいの時間はあるだろう。ちょっと待っててくれ。
了解。
じゃあ僕もあかりちゃんの親の顔を見てみたい。
それ全然いい意味じゃないからね。
Anyway, that's how things turned out. Man, I really like Rin Senpai's I actually like Rin Senpai, man. And then I moved to the lobby, waiting for Akari and the others.
お二人は応接室で面会中です。
ならここで待っていれば、来たみたいだな。
Walking towards the direction of the reception room are Akari and another person.
ゆいちゃん、皆さん。
Akari noticed us and ran over, waving happily.
お母さん、紹介するね。この人たちが同じ分隊の先輩とお友達で。
The lead of the feminists. The leader of the feminists.
こんばんは皆さん。夜遅くにごめんなさいね。
Oh shit!
姫の咲、あかりの母親よ。皆さん、あかりと仲良くしてくれてありがとう。
It's that one person that pointed the gun at him 5 years ago. Oh shit!
ご丁寧にありがとうございます。あかりさんの訓練分隊長を務めさせていただいております。
It's literally her.
部屋長の森谷美久です。こちらは同室の1年生で片桐結衣。
Because I recognize this woman. Sorry, I didn't read the other lines. Well, just continue. Even I got shocked. The leader of the feminists. The one that pointed the gun to you at one point in your life. But this person.
ゆいちゃん、どうしたの？大丈夫？顔色が真っ青。
I don't really remember what I said or how I replied after that. I probably gave a safe answer and ran home. The tremors in my whole body won't stop. The leader of the feminists. Oh, here we go, here we go. It was kind of a peaceful countryside scenery you'd find anywhere. The scent of the rice paddies, and mixed forests, something I was used to even on the other side. The rustling leaves, and the sound of water flowing through the irrigation ditches. Escaping the hellish battlefield, filled with the stench of gunpowder and blood, the sounds of gunfire and screams, I found myself in a peaceful landscape that felt strangely nostalgic. For now, I survived. I made it. I should be able to live for a while longer. None of us, me and my brothers, thought otherwise. Since we were away from the front lines, we figured this place had to be safe. The war situation hasn't changed. With the robots' offense still going strong, this place will eventually become a battlefield too. Still, that was a matter for the future. And now that the evacuation of the residents was over, we could enjoy a brief respite. That's what we survivors were thinking. Just a supply and reorganization. Wait, that's what it was supposed to be. In the blink of an eye, the rice paddies and mixed forests were engulfed in flame and smoke. The sound of the irrigation canal mixed with the crackling of flames, and frogs and insects had all fled, not a single one making a noise.
また来るぞ。伏せろ。
There weren't any proper trenches, so we had no choice but to scatter and run. I dove into the nearby clump of weeds and curled up tight, waiting out the exploding shells one after another. How did things get this bad? I understand if it's a robot that kills me. Many of my senpai were killed before me, and I've long since resigned myself to my turn coming eventually. But the direction I can hear gunfire coming from, I was told that those were our allies.
ユウト、起きろ。狙いは別の区域に移った。今のうちにタコツボだけでも掘っておくぞ。
Okay, so okay, I'm piecing it together. So they had the battle with the robots. They retreated because they were losing, and then they were attacked by the women. Security force, rather, or rather, the feminists.
どうしてこんなことに。
なんで後ろから撃ってくるのかってことか。ちゃんと状況は把握してるみたいだね。
当たり前です。バカにしないでください。
I think the women are forcing the men to not go further in their territories. You know what I mean? And they took the retreat from the front line as like a situation where they're being invaded or something like that.
すま。だが敵と味方を間違えると大事だからな。実際俺たちは間違えたからこのざまだ。
そんな。
ここはもう女性区域だからな。それは分かってるな。
I nodded. They helped evacuate the people who lived there, saying the robots will attack soon. Still, I was just looking at it with curiosity, wondering if that thing was even a woman.
男が女性区域に入ったのがよっぽどフェミニストどもの気に障ったんだろうな。
Those damn feminists. Bro, these guys were just retreating from combat. I mean, everyone in the front line got fucked. And then from there behind, those damn feminists.
意味がわからないです。僕ら女の人たちを守りに来たはずじゃ。
だよな。意味不明だよな。
Oops. Even the adults don't understand. Maybe it was pointless to think about it.
今の俺たちは立派な反乱軍になったらしい。噂で流れてきた話だが、実際に撃たれてるわけだから、そういうことなんだろうな。
Fuck, man. So the so-called insurrection that happened 5 years ago, it wasn't actually an insurrection. It was a group of guys who escaped death from the front lines, and they were declared like as a rebel army. So, God damn it, man! God damn it! Damn it! Oh!
反乱軍。なんで。
なぜ言っていてもどうにもならん。とにかく穴を掘って。
穴掘って。
来たぞ。生き残ってる全員迎撃準備。
I strained my eyes in the direction my aniki's looking.
あれは。
The mechanical monster shuffled forward, its forelegs moving clumsily. It was probably about the size of a cow, like something you'd see on a farm.
多脚戦車だ。フル装備じゃねえか。こっちはろくにライフル弾すら残ってないのに大げさなこった。
The heavily armed machine gun mounted on it moves around like it's searching for enemies, even though there aren't any soldiers operating it. It's covered in missiles and rockets, radiating an ominous killing intent. Or rather, The soldiers in the armored vehicle behind it are the ones giving off that vibe. A rocket blast out of the launcher. Just as I dove for cover, several adults were blown away a mere 10 meters away. Oh man. Their heads and limbs tore off and flew away like toy dolls. I don't feel anything anymore. Not even a sight like that. The heavy sound of the machine gun firing. I can tell, just from the noise. Not a light machine gun, but the one that leaves huge holes in your torso when it hits. You mean that blows out your entire body? Among the survivors, a few who tried to escape were unfortunately targeted and instantly reduced to clouds of blood. Oh man, that is so bad. That is a very bad way to die. You just straight up explode by the impact of whatever hit you. It didn't even hit you, probably. That is it. It's our turn next.
ユイト、あいつは引きつけておく。お前は司令部まで伝令に行け。D 地区は突破された。司令部の士官にそう言うんだ。行け。
待ってよ、兄貴たちも。
いいから行け。命令だ。少しだけ時間を稼ぐから。お前は生き延びるんだ。走れ。
I had to follow orders. Unable to resist that soldierly habit, I started running. That was the last conversation I had with Aniki, who'd been looking out for me ever since we were assigned to the unit. Oh man. The sound of machine guns firing all at once came from behind, but I didn't turn around. Running. I'm at my wit's end. The headquarters, which had been told to send a messenger, was completely gone when I arrived, as if it had been bombed. Lost, not knowing what to do, I wandered through the dust and smoke. I noticed a multi-legged tank was looking at me, so I jumped into a nearby makeshift trench. A rocket-propelled grenade hit, and the sandbag right above it exploded. I closed my eyes against the falling dust, and everything went dark. A warmth spreads between my legs. I thought I was used to the fear by now, that I've already made up my mind, but when it's finally my turn, this is what happens. But I can't just throw away the life my brother saved, even if it means trading their own. Struggling desperately, crawling away from that place, I saw it. Just as my vision finally cleared, it came into view.
あらあら、まだ生きてるのね。子供なのにゴキブリ並みのしぶとさ。
Those damn feminists! Those damn feminists, man! Standing on the edge of the dilapidated trench, atop stacked sandbags, that girl was the woman is pointing a gun at me.
みすぼらしく這いずってもどうせ逃げられないわ。面倒だからおとなしくしてなさい。
A cold gaze that looks down on you like an insect. Yet a faint smile plays at the corner of their mouth as they take aim. How the hell did he survive this shit?
なんでみんなを殺したの？
I figured there was no saving them, so I gave up and started talking.
薄汚い男の分際で私たちと同じ言語を操らないでちょうだい。
教えてよ。僕たちが一体何をしたっていうの？
You're a dude, that's all they need. They don't even care about the actual war because you're just a dude.
暴行、脅迫、わいせつ行為、住居不法侵入に窃盗。他の地区であなたのお仲間がいろいろやらかしてくれたわよ。
知らないよ。僕じゃない。兄貴たちもそんなことしてない。
そう。でも連帯責任よ。それに。
But you're all responsible together. A woman's hand is placed on the trigger. I've heard rumors that she's kind, especially to children, but they were all lies.
男ってキモいのよ。とても深い、生理的に受け付けない。気持ち悪い虫がいたら、あなただって潰すでしょ。
They're not even the same kind of person. They're a different creature altogether. If someone directed such pure contempt and disgust at you, you'd have to agree? Question mark. What is this trying to translate? But he's basically, you have to agree that they're a different creature altogether. Okay,
じゃあね、小さなゴキブリさん。処分するわ。
And the woman's finger pulled the trigger. Wait, no, seriously, how did he survive that shit? How did he survive that shit? I still don't know what happened there. Like, he obviously survived that, but how? The moment I thought I was dead, I screamed and shot off from the bed. Jesus, man. Jesus. You know what? I totally understand why he's so afraid of, like, I can see, man. I can see it, man. He literally, not only did he almost die, he literally watched his bros die because they were just there, man. And I'm relieved to confirm that I'm alive, but my heart's still racing, and it feels hard to breathe.
よかった。漏らしてない。
I checked between my legs again. Really, my whole body was soaked in sweat, but at least I hadn't wet the bed. In fact, that was close. If I'd done it in the academy dorms, this would be more than a huge embarrassment.
ごめん。みんな。
Back then, a few adults rushed out with only bayonets and barely managed to say, "Oh shit, man! The bros! No!" They would have. They obviously died, man. Oh shit, man! Our bros.
ごめんなさい。
Damn, the boys. Oh, damn it. While those people were being killed, I ran away. Just because I was told to run, that doesn't mean I could turn my back on the man who saved me and run off at a full speed all by myself. I'm a coward. I should have fought with everyone. All that's left is regret after surviving like some pathetic loner.
汗。服は。
I should have put a towel on my desk. I got out of the bed to grab it, and finally realized.
ゆいちゃん
The daughter of the one who almost shot him. Oh shit, man!
え
Akari was standing right next to the bed.
どうしたの？
ゆいちゃんうなされてたから。
It seems like she was trying to wake me out of concern. She's really kind and gentle. A good girl, I think.
どこか具合でも悪いんじゃ。大丈夫？
In the dim light, someone peeks into my face with concern. They get so close, I can feel their body heat. I couldn't help but take a step or two back. It's because in Akari's features right before my eyes, I saw just a hint of that woman.
ゆいちゃん
Oh man, this is so hard, bro. This is hard. What kind of face am I making? Surely I can't be hiding my fear and disgust.
お水持ってこようか。
That's why Akari is smiling with such a troubled look, as it caught in the wind.
大丈夫。自分でできるから。
そう。
I couldn't manage a proper smile back, even though I know it wasn't this kid who killed everyone.
あかり。私は卑怯者なんだ。でもあいつさえいなければそうならずに済んだ。どうしてもそんなことを考えてしまう。
あいつって
なんでもない。お手洗い行ってくるね。
I turned my back on Akari as if to run away. Parents and kids are different people, but I know that. We're back. We're back. We're so back with the family team. Kazuko Keiko on the weekend, by the way. Anyway, it's not that easy to just let go. Daughter of a feminist. Damn those feminists. Shot our bros just because they're there. Thus study time after a day of classes and training.
わ、何？その憂鬱を押し付けてくるみたいなため息。
もう少し優しくしてやったらどうだ。自分の姉が明らかに何か悩んでる雰囲気なんだぞ。
いいんですよ。これ構ってほしいだけなんですから。
そうか。辛辣な妹だな。
You got me. Well, you did hit the nail on the head.
ため息は幸せが逃げるという言い伝えがあります。科学的根拠はありませんし、むしろ自律神経を整えるのに良い行為ですが、悩みがあるなら話してください。
ありがとうございます。
I guess the information in the middle was necessary, but it made me happy that you seem to be looking out for me.
で何？っていうか、今日はあかりちゃんとの勉強はいいの？
結局相談には乗ってやるんだな。
そのあかりのことでちょっとなんだか顔を合わせづらくなっちゃって。
なんだよ、ただの血は喧嘩か。
やっぱ心配して損した。
血はって何ですかそれは。
いや、だってな、お前と姫のいっつもイチャイチャしてて仲良しこよしだし。
ユリの関係ではという噂も観測されています。
違いますよ。普通のルームメイトです。
Akari seems to want things to get that way.
ごまかさなくても構いませんが、同期のルームメイトは親密なパートナーになるのが一般的です。同性婚に進んだ事例もいくつも見られます。
結婚？いや、本当に違いますからね。
本気で嫌がってる顔じゃねえよな。
はいはい、血は喧嘩血は喧嘩。
犬も食わないってやつだし、ほっとくか。
それより先輩、このサークル気になりません？
ほう、片桐妹もなかなか分かってきたみたいだな。
Yaika and Rin Senpai started talking animatedly around the table in front of them. tablet in front of them, completely ignoring me.
話聞きますよ。
Ah, Miku senpai. You know what? Miku senpai.
ありがとうございます。
I thought you were an angel. Having a kind senpai like you is good luck for me.
というか、あの二人は何をしてるんですか？
サークルチェックです。次の休日に同人誌即売会が開かれますので。
I guess they're preparing for
同人誌即売会って
I know it because it came up in the manga I read the other day. It's supposed to be this otaku festival from way back.
無論往年の巨大イベントとは比べるべくもない規模ですが、世間の目も厳しいので近年は廃墟ビルのホールを利用して。
それでもこんな時代なのに創作活動をしている人がいるんですね。
はい、頼もしい事実です。
It's not like the whole world has suddenly become a bunch of feminists. The memory of that day, the fear of feminists is etched into my mind as a trauma, but I felt encouraged by my comrades who continue to fight with their pens.
表情が少し明るくなりましたね。
そうですか？
即売会楽しみですね。
はい。
Give me a second, I need to grab something. I had to grab a blanket. It's getting so cold, man. Holy shit. I haven't solved a single problem, but I figured it's better to look forward than give up. Even if things don't work out, Akari isn't at fault. I should just treat her normally. I figured it was best to think that way, so I decided to go back to my room. I make it back to the dorm room and reach for the doorknob.
あれ？いない？
There's no sign of anyone in the room. Looks like Akari's gone somewhere too.
お手洗いかもしれないし、待ってればいいか。
Muttering to myself, I open the door. Something fell off. The room was tidy as always, but something fell off. It felt like where a booby trap has been set, with a frantic air of someone desperately trying to hide something. I really wish people would stop setting booby traps in places where allies might pass by. Man, my brothers were seriously pissed that time.
いや、それはどうでもよくて。あそこか。
From experience from disarming traps in extreme situations, I can sense that kind of vibe. I noticed something off about Akari's desk. The chair's position is slightly different from usual, like it's hiding something, as if to prevent someone from opening the drawer. Man, this guy really had a lot of experience. You know what? I actually don't know how much the security force has been involved with the frontline battles. I think I doubt it. Even if they have access to those like multi-legged tank things, you know, the stuff that you see in 86. Anyway, even if they have access to those things, so far I haven't heard them actually fight like a full do anything on the front lines. Like the closest to like the robot fights were maybe the insurrection they mentioned 3 months ago, but that's with the kind of automatons that we've seen so far, not like the stuff that was killing them 5 years ago. I knew it wasn't right to look without permission, but my heart was racing and I couldn't help myself. Feeling guilty, I quietly moved the chair and reached for the drawer.
トラップではない。
I moved it slightly to check that there were no traps, then slowly opened the drawer just in case.
これって。
Inside was a single notebook, torn and in tatters. It's Akari's notebook she uses in class. There's no questioning how this happened. Vile curses, like a vomit of malice, are scribbled across it in a thick magic marker.
なんで。ひどい。
Who wrote that? That's the question. Who wrote that? Did she write it, or did someone who hates her write it? I mean, there's some in the class. We know that there's some people who straight up hate her, you know, because she's the daughter of the top feminist. I mean, yeah, that's something you see in when someone's getting bullied. The next morning.
準備できたよ。ゆいちゃん、行こっか。
Still awkward. Holy shit. After finishing morning exercises and cleaning the dorm as usual, that's breakfast next one once I'm changed. By the way, Miku Senpai was apparently called in by the instructor and left after changing first. It happens all the time.
お腹すいたね。朝ごはん何かな。
別にいつも通りじゃないかな。ご飯とお味噌汁、目玉焼きかお魚、あとはお豆腐か納豆。
そうだよね。だいたいいつも似たり寄ったりだもんね。納豆はついてないパターンがいいんだけど。
That was good. But I totally understand why some people don't like it. But it's good for me. I mean, for me, because they're good. Just don't forget about like the soy sauce and the little mustard. Anyway, Akari looks like she's forcing a smile, but I think that's partly because I'm not doing a good job at smiling myself. Wait.
ゆいちゃん、どうかした？
別にどうもしないよ。あかりこそ、大丈夫？
何が？
大丈夫ならいいんだけど。
I haven't told Akari about what I saw when I opened the drawer. There's also the awkwardness of having looked without permission. I don't really know how to bring it up anyway. Anyway, I guess I'll try to pay a little more attention to Akari. It happened right after I went to the cafeteria.
ごめんなさい。
Akari almost bumped into a student who was rushing out of the cafeteria.
おはよう、相田さん。そんなに急いでどうしたの？
She didn't reply and left in a hurry.
どうしたのかな？なんかすごく急いでたね。
That's not it. I mean, that wasn't what I meant. It was as if the fact that I've spoken... Wait, what's this? It was as if the fact that I've spoken to him had never happened. Like, he was intentionally ignoring me. Okay, it was as if that she spoken to him had never happened. It's like she was intentionally ignoring her.
行こっか。よかっ は納豆ないみたい。
そうだね。
I put my meal on the tray at a pickup counter and take a seat.
うわ、
A few students stood up from seats near Akari. Still holding their unfinished meal, they moved to a seat further away.
いただきます。今日の一限目何だったっけ？
How come I didn't notice until now? The way they avoided her just now wasn't normal. It was like she had a disease. Okay, I need to take the screenshot because I'm taking like notes on things I need to tell my text processing thing because this is so wrong. Realizing my own eyes were useless was a bitter experience. Okay.
ゆいちゃん？
Add the notebook I saw yesterday to that, and there's no doubt about it. Akari is being bullied after all. I know it. She was being bullied because she's a feminist. She's a feminist. Bullying exists in male-dominated societies too, of course. Even at the facility where I was raised, before joining the military, there were kids who got bullied. Ignoring. Violence, blackmail, every kind of harassment. Being ignored. It should be being ignored, but ignoring is like... It was a despicable act. Tormenting and degrading others just to satisfy a sense of superiority. The reason that kid was chosen as a target is because they were a bit slow, held back training, and top it off, committed the heinous act of stealing rations. It was a minor offense, but it combined with the usual frustration and triggered a decisive reaction. Under the guise of justice, they gang up on someone and bully them to their heart's content. That's how things were. I didn't join in, but there was nothing I could do. Even though we weren't close, all that was left after the child chose to die was a lingering regret. I will later learn the reason from a manga. Watching in silence is the same as participating. That's what I will learn later from a manga. Thanks, manga. Which manga was that? That's why I couldn't do anything back then, but this is fine. But this time, the thing I couldn't ignore was when I changed out of my sweaty, dirt-stained gym clothes after the afternoon training. That's a lot of afters.
あかり、制服を見せて。
なんで？別に何もないよ。
いいから。
This isn't right. I mean the translation. I need to take notes. You know what? I should start training the model with like proper sentences. Because if I could feed it like the original text, what I translated, and the corrected one, the hand curated corrected ones, it would improve. But again, what's better is if I have it translate the entire damn script, but I don't have access to that. Even after I finished changing, Akari was still in her gym clothes. Seeing how lost she looked, it clicked.
食事は制服でっていう決まりだから、着替えないと晩ご飯食べられないんだよ。
わかってるけど、もうちょっと自主練してくるから。
それで何か問題が解決するの？
言ってる意味がよくわからない。
いいから制服を出して。それともなくなった？
けど。
見せてくれないなら勝手に見るよ。ベッドの上だよね。
ダメ。
Ignoring the weak resistance, I pulled a bundle of wrap and sheets from the back of the bed. To be honest, I already grasped the situation to some extent at this point, but there were still a few things I couldn't quite understand.
ひどい匂い。
Inside the sheets were a completely soaked, crumpled up uniform. A pungent ammonia smell wafted out, making me feel sick. Did they collect their piss and they... Oh, shit. That's the kind of bullying. Oh, man.
おしっこまみれってこと？なんでそうなるのさ。
This translation. So you're saying I'm covered in pee. Pee. This is obviously wrong. But it's so, this is like Dwang levels of translation. At least we're at the level of Dwang. Who knows, maybe in a couple of years. Anyway.
ちょっとお漏らししちゃって。
どういう漏らし方したら上着とシャツがこんなになるの？帰ってきたらこうなってたんだよね。
You came home to find them like this. You know.
猫でも忍び込んでトイレにされたかも。
猫はこんな量のおしっこしないよ。っていうか、さっきと言ってることが違う。いい加減にごまかすのはやめて。
My bad, I got distracted.
ごめんなさい。
What was Okari apologizing? That's not right.
誰だか知らないけど、わざわざ部屋に入ってきて制服におしっこしていった？いや、全然意味がわからないんだけど。
Oops. What kind of pervert would even come up with such a sick idea? But one thing comes to mind.
目には目をとか言いますし、同じことをやり返してください。私の顔にもパンツを押し付けてください。じゃあ、顔の上でおしっこしてもいいです。
Oh, I guess that's how she was bullied. That's why she said, I know that feeling that putting their, rubbing their private onto someone. I get it now. We get it now, guys. Huh. Maybe that was based on a real experience. That's why she came up with such an outlandish idea to get by.
先輩に相談しよう。廊下に防犯カメラあるから犯人なんてすぐにわかるよ。
それはダメです。お願い、黙ってて。
どうして？これは立派な器物損壊だよ。
だって大ごとになったらお母さんに知られちゃう。
Oh.
それだけはダメ。絶対に。
Even though it's a chance for revenge, I don't understand what Akari is afraid of.
お願い、ゆいちゃん。
But when I get looked at with such frightened eyes.
予備の制服はある？それもやられた？
洗濯中で。
じゃあ私の予備に着替えて。サイズが合わないと思うけど我慢して。ここのオートマタ洗濯が得意だからちゃんと綺麗になるよ。
ありがとう。
でもやっぱり報告するべきだと思う。
本当に大丈夫だから。
She's not okay at all. That was obvious to even the dimmest person. The next morning, after roll call and calisthenics.
お掃除の前に皆さんに一つお話があります。
The morning assembly usually ends very briefly, but things were a bit different that day.
ちゃんとニュースを見ている人は知っていると思いますが、昨日国会で性的消費禁止法というのが可決されました。
Is that the correct translation? Sexual concession? What the hell does that mean?
皆さんのような若い女性が自分やお友達の画像、映像を公開するのは風紀を乱すとして法律違反になる可能性があります。
Oh, so doing some sexual acts and putting them on photos or videos. Okay. A sense of confusion spread among the students, a murmur rising.
少しでも肌が露出していたり、特に胸の大きな子は服を着たままでも違反となります。審議で違反例として上がっていますので気をつけるように。
What? So, what? What's that? Someone probably thought.
皆さんが言いたいことはなんとなくわかります。ですが皆さんはすでに公務員ですので、法律で決まった以上、施行前とはいえ模範を示す必要があります。ですので、今後 SNS へ自撮り画像などを投稿するのは禁止とさせていただきます。
どのみち諸君の場合、将来任務に就くようになれば SNS の使用は大きく制限される。この機会にアカウントを削除し、ネット依存から脱却するように。解散。
It's over. Internet to Yamero. Oh no. Everyone stands at attention, watching the instructor leave as usual, but a sense of agitation and discontent only grows.
ちょっとお嬢、どういうことよ SNS 禁止って。
私に言われても困りますわ。でもお嬢の母ちゃんが政治家の元締めなんでしょ。
いっつも自慢してるもんね。責任取れよ。
そんなに怖い顔しないでくださいまし。
Ruriko-san was terrified of being glared at by someone who's usually so fluffy and laid back.
そもそもお母様の保守党は性的消費禁止法でしたっけ。あの無茶な法案には反対してましたのよ。
It's those damn feminists.
そうなの？
結局成立を阻止できなかったのは与党としての力不足なのでしょうけど。
じゃあフェミニスト党が作った法律？
ええ、AI 党が賛成に回って成立してしまったのですわ。
The AI.
またフェミの人らか。
Those feminists. I like how this fucking VN. There's a lot of things to be taken out of context.
あいつらマジ余計なことしかしないね。
目が全く笑ってませんわよ。
だって可愛いは女の子の特権なのに自慢しちゃいけないなんて意味わかんない。
Oops. I made a mistake. Let me go back. God damn it.
結局成立をじゃあええまたフェミの人らか目がだって可愛いは女の子の特権なのに自慢しちゃいけないなんて意味わかんない。
I need to take evidence for my vibe coding shit to figure out to fix that weird backslash thing over there.
ちょっと大胆な格好をしたらいいねいっぱい来て気持ちよかったんだけどな。投げ銭も来るしね。いいお小遣いになってたんだけど。
How do you get income from that? I mean, I guess it doesn't disappear even if everyone's a woman.
それ男性からのものですわよね。まさにあなたたちみたいなのが問題になったんですのよ。
Oh, so okay, I get it. So even in SNS, they still have. Oh, so despite the segregation in SNS, they're allowed to communicate to each other, I guess, or at least see shit like that.
そうだったんだ。
They live in separate areas and never see each other, but they're connected online. Even with strict censorship, the unrestricted SNS is accessible to both of them, and exchanging messages or electronic money is impossible. Oh. When I was in the male society, even using the internet itself was banned due to age restrictions. And since Sekai and I didn't have smartphones when I came to this female world, neither of us had ever done anything like that. Oh, that's interesting.
別にいいじゃん。うちでしこりたいならしこればって感じ。お金くれるなら大歓迎だし。ねえ。
Oh, okay, I get it.
いや、
Okay, that makes
私は
sense.
そこまでじゃないけど。減るもんじゃないし、よくない？フェミのおばさんたち、絶対うちらが可愛いのに嫉妬してるだけじゃん。まあ、この国っておばさんばっかりだしね。
With the population aging and shrinking, it was only to be expected.
ずりネタにされるのはあれだけど、普通に可愛いって思ってもらえるのは気持ちいいし、そもそも元は女同士で見せ合ってるもんだし。はあ、マジうっざ。消えろよクソフェミ。あなた本性が隠しきれてませんわよ。
Rika gives what the fuck? A smile, looking troubled, then looks down sadly. I'm thinking of starting to understand how this young lady feels.
ルリコさん、あれでいい人だから複雑なんじゃないかな。
Because criticism of feminists directly translates to worsening situation for Akari. Rurika wouldn't want her childhood friend to suffer now.
親同士が敵対してるってことだもんね。
It's hard to protect the daughter of the feminist leader from her position as the president's daughter. That's just how factions work.
あかりちゃん、大丈夫かな。っていうか、あかりちゃんは？
え？あれ？
I looked around, but I couldn't find anyone.
お手洗いに行くっていなくなって結構経ってない？
いくらなんでも遅い。
If she doesn't get back soon, they'll think she's slacking off, and my senpai will yell at her. Huh? Oh, it's literally himself. I don't get If I don't get back soon, they'll think I'm slacking off, and my senpai will yell at me, so everyone keeps their bathroom breaks short here. It's strange that she hasn't come back yet though.
ごめん、掃除は任せた。ちょっと探してくる。
I had a really bad feeling, so I hurried to the bathroom. To cut to the chase, Akari wasn't in the bathroom. I asked the kids who were cleaning, but they said Akari had already left before they started their work.
あかり、どこ行ったんだ？
Driven by growing anxiety, I searched the dorm. And then, as I entered the less frequented corner, I heard voices that sounded like an argument.
お前さ、どうしてくれんの？ああ？
黙ってちゃわかんねえだろうが。てめえの親が変な法律作ったせいで私ら小遣い稼ぎできなくなんだけど。
Akari was surrounded by several senpai students.
すみませんで済むなら世の中楽勝だよな。申し訳ないって気持ちがあるなら誠意ってやつを示せよ。
どうすれば？
決まってんだろ、損害賠償だ。ほら、さっさと金出せよ。
Hand over the money.
さすがに今は現金は持ち歩いていないです。
そりゃそうだ。じゃ一緒にお前の部屋行こうぜ。今なら堅物の守谷も東堂もいねえだろ。
カードくらい持ってんだろ。てめえのクレジットで電子マネーチャージしてくれよ。
それは
政治家の娘だしたんまり金持ってんだろ。あたしらから絞り取った税金の金だけどな。
もともとあたしらのもんなんだし、ちょっと返してもらうだけだな。
できません。お母さんに知られちゃうかも。
知るかよ。金で解決してやるって言ってんだ。
まあ嫌ならいいけど、でもあたしらに嫌われたらちょっと残りの学生生活しごきがきつくなるかも。
首吊りたくなるまでいろいろしてやるから覚悟しとけよ。
I couldn't just stand there and watch.
先輩、そこまでにしてください。
ゆいちゃん。
ああ？んだよてめえは。
その子のルームメイトです。聞こえてしまいましたが、今のは完全に恐喝ですよ。教官に報告します。
ざっけんねえこれ。生意気言ってんじゃねえぞ。
I was intimidated at first, but she's just a young girl. Compared to the large Yakuza soldier who... Yakuza? Like, literally a Yakuza? Large Yakuza soldier who harassed me during my time in the army. She wasn't that scary. You gotta fight with fire with fire. I just glared back at her silently, straight face.
わかったわかった。ここは引くから。
そんな取引に乗る義理なんて特にないんですが。
てめ調子に乗りやがって。
教官にチクってパイセンを売り飛ばすとかあんま印象良くねえぞ。仮にあたしらをどうにかしたとこでこっちのダチが黙ってねえかもよ。
なるほど、確かにそれは面倒そうですね。
そういうこった。チクりたいなら勝手にしろ。じゃあな、せいぜいクソフェミ同士仲良くしてやがれ。
神に誓ってフェミニストなんかじゃないんですが。
I retort, feeling myself getting a little worked up, but the senpais left without another word.
ゆいちゃん。
あかり、教官室に行くよ。私が証言するから。
何言ってるの？そんなことしたら。
あいつらの言ってたことなんてハッタリだよ。それにもしも理不尽な先輩がいてもリン先輩たちなら絶対力になってくれるから。
Saying that, I tried to drag Akari away by force.
そういう問題じゃないよ。ゆいちゃんまで巻き込んじゃうじゃない。
The hand I tried to grab was shaken off.
私のことはいいから。
よくない。余計なことはしないで。お願いだから。
でもあかり、
ゆいちゃんには関係ないでしょ。放っておいて。
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with Yui-chan. Leave me alone. When you put it that way, I can't argue. We're not family. we're so bad, Kazuku. We're not family or anything. Just roommates, really. Our positions are no different from any other first year students.
あれも巻き込む気はないの。これは私の問題だから。
Oh, to be rejected so clearly.
もう行くね。助けてくれたのはありがとう。
All I could do was watch Akari's back as she left.
あかり、
I never intended to get close to anyone, so there's no reason for me to chase after them. That's the way it should be. But why? I couldn't shake the feeling that something crucial had gone wrong. That day, at least, the classes and training went on without a hitch.
また来ちゃったし、しかもこの間より鬱陶しさに磨きがかかってる。
It should be you ended up coming back again, and it's even more annoying than last time.
そう言わないで励ましてよ。
マジうざ。
My sister-in-law is so cold.
まあ一人で抱え込まず相談しに来るのはいいことだ。話くらいちゃんと聞いてやったらどうだ。
先輩たちも一緒にお願いできます？
ああ、もちろんだ。可愛い後輩が悩んでいるんだ。力にくらいなるさ。
はあ、頼りがいのある先輩大好きっす。励ましになんかおごって。
可愛い後輩なのは姉の方限定だ。
お姉ちゃんずるい。
Okay. My kawaii kohai is only our guy, not Yaika. Even if you say that, or rather, even if I'm told I'm cute, it's complicated for me as a guy.
それで悩みとはどのような内容でしょうか？
はい。
And as always, the one who listens most seriously is still Miku Senpai. I like Miku Senpai.
なんて言えばいいのか。
報告は簡潔にまとめてから上官の前に立つべきです。
すみません。
お姉ちゃんも怒られてやんの。
お前はちょっと黙ってろ。
はい。
I understand the importance of communication. But Akari didn't want the story to get bigger. Still, was it okay to spill everything?
それほど話しにくいことなのですか？
As I hesitated, trying to figure out how to tell her, Senpai started looking more and more worried.
これは友達から聞いた話なんですが、 その子の友
It's
達
so
がです
obvious.
ね。
そういうのいいから。あかりちゃんのことでしょ。それくらいは分かってるってば。
I was found out right away, and all I could do was give in.
最近いろいろと嫌がらせを受けているみたいでして。
It seems she's been getting a lot of harassment lately. I want to get, you know what? I'm almost tempted to do like, if there was a way that each line gets, you know, let's say there was like a tool that as the text comes in, you know, it gives the original, the translated, and there's a line where, and there's like a third field where I could just edit the translated text, and I could essentially make a patch when I finish it all. Maybe there is a tool, one that connects to text later, the hook. Or I could create that myself. I mean, when I mean I mean Codex will do that for me. That might be a good idea. I could do that. Maybe for the next VN. I don't want to spend too much time thinking about that right now, but like that might be a good side project. More like for Codex, and I'm just giving some instructions. Oops. Still, I decided to discuss how to deal with it, albeit somewhat delicately.
姫の学生が置かれている立場は私たちも把握しています。
知ってるんですか？
悪質ないじめに発展しつつあるみたいだな。まあこういう学校ではよくあることなんだが。
パワハラ上等だし、めっちゃストレスかけてくるもんね。
Is this translated correctly? Like she's being sarcastic? Or like... I'm confused. So I pleaded with Ren Senpai to be a little nicer, but she completely ignored me. What?
知っていたならどうして？いくらよくあることって言ってもほぼ犯罪ですよ。
本人から被害の訴えがない以上、犯罪行為としての立件は難しいかもしれません。
Oh yeah, do you know this happens a lot in a lot of places that, especially here in New York, like even if there's like a place where there's a cop and he witnesses the scene, like there's a guy who tries to stab another guy. Because the victim doesn't complain about being stabbed by the other guy, they're not gonna intervene. That actually happened. Like one of my coworkers mentioned seeing that in broad daylight, and the bystanders approached the cops to, you know, try to deal with the case, but they replied in the same way since the victim hasn't complained. You know, because the victim hasn't complained. They did nothing. I'm like, it's a straight up, they're trying to stab the other person, man. By the way, literally not me, just my coworker saying it. Not me, by the way.
そういうのを抜きにしても助けてやりたい気持ちはあるんだが、基本的に保安隊は保守派だからな。
もしかして教官も信用できない感じですか？
フェミ党の当主の娘だからな。教官たちは保守党支持だろうし、あいつの心象は良くないだろうな。
でもそんなので差別的な扱いは。
無論平等な扱いが規定されています。現実の運用がその通りとは言い難いのが現実ですが。
そもそもスパイ疑惑って話もあるんだよね。僕らもあかりちゃんのこと無条件で信用しちゃっていいの？
やえか。
ま、スパイの線はないだろう。あんなどんくさいスパイがいてたまるか。
それもそっか。じゃああかりちゃんは無罪ってことで。
Clear my... Okay, my name laugh it off. Basically, I was probably just being teased. I have no idea if that was translated correctly.
無実だとしても姫の学生を追い出したいと考えている人間は少なくありません。
Even if she's innocent.
正直 LFP の関係者が内部にいるってだけであんま気分は良くないだろうしな。
監視されてるみたいってことですか？
教官たちだって 100% 貧困法制ってわけじゃないしな。
で、僕たちは何もできないってことですか？
根本的な解決は難しくとも対症療法なら可能です。
対症療法、具体的には？
姫の学生を一人にしないことです。孤立した獲物が狙われるのはあらゆる戦術の基本です。
That makes sense. So they wouldn't try to do something out in the open. That's absolutely right. And I feel pathetic for wondering what I'm even doing.
私、あかりのところに行ってきます。
Even as I'm here, Akari might be getting harassed again. Thinking about it, I couldn't stand still and rush out. I couldn't stand still and I rushed out of the tea room.
じゃあ手分けしてっていう間もなく飛び出しちゃうし。
姫の学生を助けるのは自分の役目だと思っているのでしょうか。
姫野のこと大好きすぎるだろあいつ。
Guess so.
あかり、入るよ。あれ
Once again, there was no sign of anyone in the room.
やっぱりいない。
Could it be the bat room? I hope she hasn't gotten into trouble again. I just have a bad feeling about this.
探しに行く？
But we might end up crossing paths. Besides, if we don't do it slowly instead of stalking them, they'll probably reject us again. Okay, if we don't do it slowly instead of stalking her, she'll probably reject me again. Okay. I hesitated just a little, thinking about things like that. Later, I ended up regretting it a whole lot. Why? What did you do? Someone who's just fidgeting with worry is no help at all. Because Akari didn't come back to her room even after dinner or at night. Missing person 1. That was the report from the night's bedtime roll call. Where did she go? Daughter of a feminist. I think I should call it in for tonight. I really need to get some sleep. I wonder how things got to this point. Oh, you know what? Let's leave it for tomorrow. I know there's something exciting going to happen, but I need to sleep, and I think this is the best stopping point for now because there's something to look forward to. Anyway, that's it for The Maiden's World, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Before we completely end though, today is the 10th anniversary for Sakura no Ta, so let's end it with a little thing to look forward to once the English translation comes out. Anyway, I'll see you guys. Ciao.